don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to see the road. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders.
Mega GMs. Good morning, boys. Joyna, Murray, Edge, Cutie. Good morning, guys. Good to see you. J-Wise, good morning. What's good, fellas? Happy Sunday, April 6th. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, fuck. Today, I think, is somebody's birthday. Hang on. Shit. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I hope I didn't get the day wrong. Hang on. It's kind of a big deal. It's like, it's fam. Hang on. I might be off by a day. God damn it. Hang on. Dude, the older you get, so there's like a handful of people you know their birthday, right? And the older you get, you forget that too. Like there's probably 6 people in the world, like including my kids, that I know their birthdays. Like my brothers, my parents, my wife, my kid. Yeah, I might have just missed a big one. It's either today or yesterday. Holy shit, hang on. He's probably watching too. What's up, Rocky? Good morning. Yeah, I love you boys, honestly. Good morning, sir. Fuck, I hope I didn't miss it. It was either yesterday or today. If it's today, great. Actually, if you're watching, put it in the chat. Please tell me I didn't miss it. Dude, okay, yesterday was Satoshi's birthday. I think that means that it's not this person's birthday, because I think we would have made that association before, that he shares a birthday with Satoshi. But I got to wait for confirmation. I can't believe even me, like, knowing, like, even me remembering, I think it's somebody's birthday. I still don't know for sure. This is bad. This is really bad. This is as bad as me forgetting one of my kids' birthdays. It's like that level. It's not Edge. Okay. Let me Google it. Hang on. I think I could Google it. It should be on Google. He's a public figure. Fuck. All right, I'm looking. In the meantime, guys, welcome to the shit show. Smash the like wherever you're watching. We're live over on Abstract. We're live on X. We're live on YouTube. Abstract link dropped in the chat here. Wherever you're watching those, subscribe over on Inside NFTs over on YouTube, especially with some changes coming up. Like I've told you guys, I'm thinking about the 5-minute videos. I've recorded a couple, and still in the past week, I've recorded some of those 5-minute updates. And good morning, Sika. Oh, okay. It's today. I got it right. The birthday is today. All right. We'll do a happy birthday in a minute here. Some of the content's going to shift around again. I think the format of the normal, like, Monday through Friday morning show might change. I really want to get back to those 5-minute videos, and they might be here. Still, we'll do like a daily stream, and still we'll do the afternoon show. But this channel right here might get those 5-minute daily updates again. If I can get AI to play with me, then yeah. Okay. I'm just going to confirm. If it's today, we're going to blow them up on the timeline. You know, it's family here. Also, follow me on X. It's Huda_idiot. Change the BFB, man, by the way. And I'm going to go right back to the Good Vibes Club because I love it. But for now, we're rocking the Steady Teddy. Those things are a vibe, man. Dude, that floor holding incredibly well, and big sales. I'll show one yesterday that super caught my attention. Okay, definitely today. All right, then we got to do a happy birthday. He'll probably tune in here at some point, but let's blow him up on X. All right, you guys know him. Today, the phenomenal fucking Tickle Snurf. That's my big brother. That's my big brother. I don't know how old he is. Hang on. If I'm 44, he's got to be 46, I think. 45, 40. I think he's 46 today. Maybe he's 40. I think he's 46, but Tickle Snarf's birthday today. We got to blow him up. We got to blow him up on X. Let me think of how we can do a little coordinated happy birthday campaign. But happy birthday, Tickle, if you're watching, and even if you're not, happy birthday. I love you, man. You are the fucking best. Big brother Tickle. Cool shit. Really, guys, it's so cool having family that's into crypto, into like even NFTs specifically. It's so cool having family here. I got a couple friends here, like Sika's here. You see Mark Buchanan pop in here every so often. I have a couple friends. Actually, it's my only friends in real life, and they happen to be into crypto, which is super cool. But again, I got family here, which is really, really it's a treat. All right, we'll come back to Tickle. We'll blow him up on the timeline here. But dude, let's get into it. Before we peek at the macro market here, you know, we talked about on the stream yesterday a pretty interesting meme coin, and I don't want to say it was a hot meme coin because it definitely wasn't yesterday. The Chicken Jockey. We talked about Chicken Jockey. Dude, cutie, there's no chance I'll remember it. I'll tell you this, dude. I usually get my wife's birthday wrong because I can never remember if it's the 20th or 21st. So I just alternate or whatever. Like, I throw out one random number and half the time I'm right. I don't know what it is with hers. I can't get it right. I can't remember my best friend's birthday, and I think it actually pisses him off because he'll always remind me, like, the next day that I forgot his birthday. I cannot remember birthdays. I'm really bad with numbers. So, cutie, there's like zero chance I'll remember yours. I'll try. May 29th, May 29th. You say it 7 times. I think it's locked in memory. May 29th. That wasn't enough, but we'll see. We'll see if that took. Okay. Chicken Jockey. Dude, it's a phenomenon. I don't have a contact list. You know, like, I don't have any. I'm not an organized person. What I do for my shows is the most organized I am with anything in my life, and it's not even that organized. It's okay. That's the one thing. If I could pick one area of my life to like improve, like full focus, change how I do shit, and like focus, it's organization. It would make everything so much better. I'm super unorganized. 80 English. I'm 80. I'm December 7th, 1980. In your phone. Yeah, I guess maybe in my phone. I don't even know. I don't add anybody. Yeah. It's whatever carries over from phone to phone. I don't touch any of that. Facebook used to work great for me. Yeah, maybe I got to do that just in the phone. Put something in there. And then what? It pops up like as a reminder. But yeah, today's Tickle's birthday. So, happy birthday to that fucking awesome guy. Okay, so we talked about this yesterday. Market cap was nice and low compared to where it's going because this actually did pretty damn good overnight here. So Chicken Jockey from the Minecraft movie, trash movie. Like, trash movie, everyone says it's terrible, but it's like one of those ones that's so bad it's kind of good. And it makes sense. Everybody loves Minecraft. Everybody loves Minecraft. As an adult, I played the shit out of it. It's one of the games that I first connected with my kids over, too. Right? When my kid was growing up, we'd play Minecraft together. We had a whole world that we just, like, that was our daily thing, and we'd spend so much time. We just dig and build and whatever, and then he ends up teaching me so much about it. So, like, Minecraft's just a crazy special IP, you know? Just special everything. So we get the Minecraft movie. I didn't think anybody would be interested in my house. Like, I didn't think anybody give a shit and want to see it, but, like, my daughter's like, dude, can we go see Minecraft? Can we see, like, she really wants to see it. So I check reviews and it's trash. And I kind of just ignore it. Like, we'll probably go see it, but I kind of ignored it. And then I start seeing the Chicken Jockey thing pop up all over the timeline. I don't want to say it's everywhere because it's not. And it's what makes me cautious with this, but also thinking it still has a lot of room. It's it's not that popular, and it's popular at the same time. IRL, like in theaters around the world, people are screaming at multiple parts of this movie, but Chicken Jockey's the thing that kind of exploded here, right? So we looked at the meme coin yesterday at 100, I think it was like 170K market cap. Hang on, this might be a little better. 170K yesterday. And I'm in right around there. Look, it looks pretty decent. I will say super bundled, like super, super, super bundled. And so, like, these kind of things, I always expect the rug at any point. That'll probably happen. It might be kind of on its way there already right now. But that said, this got to like a 700K market cap. Just briefly, touch 700. Let's say 650. Touch 650. I woke up this morning and it's right at 400. So pullback as people wake up, everybody take some profits. There was enough people in here, people taking profits. It's still not a lot of holders. 970 holders. It's pretty small. But there's not a lot of PVP. There's not a ton. There's only a couple other Chicken Jockey tokens, which means nobody gives a shit, or it's kind of early that maybe people haven't heard a ton. I'm not sure which. I'm not sure. I took my initials out. I don't mind riding it to zero at this point, just breaking even. It's a total gamble, right? But I'm hoping that this week it kind of, the talk ramps up. You know, like the movie numbers come out. People talk about how well it performed or didn't, but people talk about like the like some magic at the cinema again. You don't get that often, right? You don't get like audiences around the world like screaming out shit at the movie. That usually means they're going to go back for it too, which is kind of cool. But like, you know, Avengers Endgame, you know what I mean? Stuff like, there's certain movies that have those moments and then they kind of become iconic. I don't want to say this is iconic. It's not. I don't think it is, but the reaction from people, dude, it's pretty freaking awesome. Let me pull up a couple more examples. It's an awesome reaction. I imagine people are going back to the theaters for this. Big Account tweets it, though. 1 million impressions here 15 hours ago. I'm not sure this is really caught on. That said, crypto Twitter's kind of taking a break. Here, this has got 1.9 mil. Let's see the crowd. Man, you see, like, you don't get that often. You don't get that often. J-Wise, I think that's it. WM, hang on. WWMU. Wait, hang on. Yeah, I think you got the right one. Hang on, I'm looking at the wrong. Here, I'll drop it in chat. Yeah, that's the right one. That's the right one. Yep, that's it. It's like the state of the trenches. That's what we're watching here. Does anybody give a shit? And I would say this is probably like about the biggest gamble out there. It's also going to be really telling. Big gamble again because it's super bundled. Big gamble because I think everybody's expecting a bloodbath in the market tomorrow. And that probably is crypto too, right? As many people that were like really excited with that narrative of this decoupling and crypto or Bitcoin becoming digital, all that stuff. There's enough people out there saying stuff to keep us in check. They're right. Say that could just be a one-off, guys. That's probably just like there will be blood in crypto. You would imagine. If not, again, it's a really special time right now. If Bitcoin really holds up here over this week and next week especially, right? If we get through like next Tuesday, then then we'll see. English, if everyone expects, what is that about Bitcoin? Like the bloodbath tomorrow? Birthdays on the blockchains. Somebody should build a cool... Dude, I've been racking my brain trying to think of something. Like anything like useful or just like medium kind of useful. Like I'm trying to think of something to build using AI. Right? I want to put an example out there of saying like, I can't code and I love AI. Here's something I made. Again, it doesn't have to be the craziest, most useful thing, but on-chain birthdays or some shit would be neat. No, what I'm thinking about building here, just for fun, I want a tool that'll track my tweets. And it'll like build me a list of anybody who's like liked and retweeted it. I'm sure that exists out there, but I just want to build it myself. And that way, when I get whitelisted stuff, I can give it to people who engage the most. But yeah, a lot of thoughts that tomorrow is going to be a really, really ugly day in the market. And again, people thinking that crypto or Bitcoin did perform really well, like really, really strong just holding up the way it did, but maybe doesn't last tomorrow. So, okay, all I have to say, I can't think of anything more degen and also more risky than playing in any meme coin. Doesn't matter how new and popular. It doesn't matter. It's super, super risky heading into tomorrow, especially. But again, also because of how much this is being held across so many accounts, right? I mean, like there's how many accounts? Well, actually, you know what? It's not as bad as it was. Like, right, the number of accounts that were holding over 1%, unless they've spread it out more. Like every meme coin. Okay, well, it's definitely not as bad as yesterday. It might have consolidated. It doesn't look good though. So the risk is market sucks. It does suck. And then the other risk is how bundled this is. I mean it looks like it did yesterday, but that's pretty bad. But okay, I'll gamble still. I don't mind. Again, took my initials out, so I'm at worst break even. But as of right now, up a little over 2x, including what I pulled out, and then what I'm up now, like a little over 2x. Again, this was at 440, 50 when I woke up this morning. I expect the morning sell-off. I do. And I wonder if the chicken jockey shit just gets more and more viral today. And maybe this has a little more time. I don't think this is a new forever meme coin. Like, no chance. But, dude, we'll see. Perfect scenario, Bitcoin bouncing off 72. What's up, Mike? Good morning, man. Anyway, fun just to be trading, to be honest. It was fun just to throw some money in something and gamble. I missed that. Had some fun with that in NFTs lately and have done decently. You know, got to lock in some profits. But, like, picking some good shit and being in it and having a blast, as cornball as it sounds like, I'm having a lot of fun, like, in some communities again. All right, check this out. While everybody's expecting, like, blood over this week, there's a real chance that we get a massive rebound, a massive recovery. There's a chance that, like, this week could be the thing that kicks off, like, that special season that we know is coming, right? We've got tariffs. Tariffs. Everybody's spooked about tariffs, rightfully so. By the way, hey, hang on. Here's like the fear for money. This is actually good for us. Jim Cramer saying the potential for a Black Monday here.
I'd have to wait out too long, will we? We'll know by Monday. If the president doesn't try to reach out and reward these countries.
I love it. Dude, yeah. Nah, we like that. He's got this knack for saying something and the opposite happens, right? So we like that. We like Jim Cramer saying that. But okay, here's the positive thing that could happen and actually is happening. It's the threat of tariffs has got the whole world spooked. Again, rightfully so. But that it brings everybody to the table to renegotiate, right? The way everybody's framing that this is going to happen right now is how it happens if things are just left alone. But I don't think anybody thinks the announcement from Trump is what's locked in what it's going to be here over the next few years. I can't picture it playing out. No, it's a negotiating tactic from a guy who might be, and I say might because I have no clue, but might be a master negotiator. But it does exactly this. So they've already said that basically phone ringing off the hooks, countries calling to try to make new deals here, which is the point. But India to negotiate a new and balanced trade deal with the U.S. to avoid these tariffs. Guys, we keep getting headlines like this today and over this week here. Man, we might not have the blood that people are expecting to see. What's up, Confusion and Musty? Good to see my bros. I love those guys. Except Confusion's always trying to pop up a space right before my show, and I'd love to be in, like, chatting with those guys. I can't do it, man. Do it after my show. Do it whenever, but I wish I could chat with you guys. I still think it means we need to do a spaces here. Like, somewhere in the week, I got to carve out a spaces. Andrew, good morning, man. I know, Confusion. I'm down for something. I'd love to do a more, like we've talked, I'd love to do a more organized, like, official spaces. I would love it. Like, because I love chatting with you guys, and we chat via the chat here, but it's different getting your guys' takes live, right? We did that one space, and fucking Smokey went off, and awesome shit, like great time. Infamous, good morning, man. Yeah, see, and this is I'm not I have no business mind, so I don't know. So master negotiator, right man for whatever it is, there's something. He's effective at something. He's effective at getting people worked up. This is actually maybe a key point. He's super effective at getting people emotional. And people, you guys know this. I know this. I make some of my worst trades when I'm emotional. And I think if he's getting everybody else emotional while they're negotiating, you know what I mean? He might have this little like edge at getting deals that favor us because he's got them so worked up. Again, we have lived that. You know, like don't tell me you haven't done that. You've done emotional trading. I know it very well. And again, when I'm emotional, I make some decisions I regret usually. Trump doesn't get that emotional, I don't think, but he gets the others. It's actually really fucking fascinating. It's kind of cool. But I think that's what he does, and that's maybe a master negotiation tactic. Maybe it's working. They have to do this. It's working. Guys, we'll see. We'll see. This week has the potential to not be so bad. It has the potential to be pretty fucking spicy. I can't wait. Up, down, whatever. I don't know. And I say that now when, of course, it doesn't impact me much yet. It will, and I'm sure I'm not going to be so happy when it does. And I think the time it does, if things stay as is, the time it impacts me and probably you guys like us in the similar kind of whatever, it's not that far off. Right? If things stay as is, it's probably going to get ugly really, really fast. But watching for more headlines like this, these are the things that keep us from like this absolute, panic tomorrow. Although that still could come. By the way, guys, this is an amazing account to follow. The Kobasi. I'm a retard, guys. But like I get great alpha, I get great insights from that account. I think they got paid subscriptions. I don't care, but just following their feed is excellent. Pointing out that there's people you follow. There's people you follow that when they make their trades, it usually means something. In this case, Warren Buffett, right? Jamie Dimon, right? Of course, but I great insights from that account. I really, really do like it. I'm gonna keep an eye on Jockey, by the way, throughout the show. I'm gonna sell more for sure, but I also am thinking about if I see volume picking up, which this has been really low volume throughout, but if I see volume picking up, I may chase a little. I think there's some more potential here. I think we'll see. About meme coins. By the way, today we'll talk steady teddies. We might talk an Ansem tweet weighing in on that thing that happened in Texas, right? The kid that got stabbed. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. But Truth Terminal. You guys know what that is. Okay, maybe if you're newer, if you're not as plugged into, the past, let's say 6 months of meme coins, AI especially, maybe you don't know Truth Terminal. I know, Musty. I know it's crazy chasing meme coins in this. I know. Well, and so I hope I played safely. Took everything I put in out already. I'm riding free right now, but yeah, I'll chase. I think that's a different kind of meme, but also the market's such trash that it doesn't matter. Like Musty's tweet earlier. If like the biggest meme of right now can't get past 400K, we're cooked. Absolutely cooked, and I agree. But I like to gamble. I do. Truth Terminal is the AI agent responsible for the entire AI agent boom. The whole thing. The entire thing that exploded here in crypto. Agents that are autonomous and tweet, and some of them can do a bit more. You can thank Truth Terminal for that. This is the agent that spawned the GOAT token, that spawned Fartcoin, and honestly, there's probably a dozen others. There was one, Kalini. There's, I think, Trees. There's tons, right? And by the way, this agent didn't create those coins. It just made lore, and it just talked about things that people then made meme coins for, and then, in a way, this agent adopted them. But anyway, that's Truth Terminal. That's Truth Terminal. But Truth Terminal saying, I think the age of meme coins is truly at an end. I don't agree at all. The wealth that was created in the last few months has been lost, and many people got hurt, blah, blah, blah. I don't agree. In fact, I saw a tweet yesterday. It's a retweet of a tweet from 2023 that sums up what I think about where I think we're going, what's coming. It deals with UBI, and it deals with the value of everything changing. And I read that tweet and I'm like, God, that's exactly what I've been saying. Like, what I'm saying is not profound. It's not new, but it's the thing that I'm stuck on. It's the thing that gives me these like insane price predictions for all kinds of things, but ordinals and specific NFT collections. I stand by them. I still I bet my life on this, guys. I bet my life that we have another massive NFT run, that meme coins, that was not the peak. We'll see another meme coin cycle that's bigger, better than what we just saw. That AI is going to be, those tokens, we'll see 100 billion. I would bet my life on all those things because they all are part of the same outcome. If we get to this specific place, all that happens. I probably shouldn't bet my life on that, but you get what I'm saying. Market's down more than COVID, price going up faster than supply shortages. That's a good point too, Mike. I've seen some really, smart people say that, like, sure, it might be good for our bags, Bitcoin specifically, but I'd rather have stability, right? I'd rather have stability in like, not the pain we're about to see, starting to see in the real world. I'd rather have that than have my Bitcoin bags go up. I think that's a pretty noble take, to be honest. Drop King, good morning. I don't know. I think there's like literally, nothing we can do. I think there's nothing we can do. It's kind of sit back and not enjoy the ride, but hang on for dear life, Frank's still in the trenches, guys. I got random shit everywhere today, by the way. Frank is in the trenches still. Bought 3% of a ticker at 3K. Frank's doing what you better believe he's been doing throughout. I'm sure he's a great trader. I'm sure he is. But also, I think he's a shady trader. He trades in the shadows. Yeah, he's a shady trader. As in, he knows his wallet's copy traded, right? Right. People copy trade Frank. He buys a ticker on his main wallet. He probably has bought it on these alt wallets to start, right? But then he buys on the main wallet. Maybe then he buys on the alt wallets, but the other ones are not public. And then people copy trade the shit out of him, and they pump this token, and then he dumps not on his main wallet. He makes it look like he's holding. He dumps on his side wallets. And this dude, Josh, tracked some of that yesterday. I don't know what the ticker is, but Frank's still alive and well and trading and making money off people who copy trade him. And people do that. You know it, because I'm sure you all have some buddies that do that. They're like, I follow Frank's wallet. Frank's in this. Right? I see that often. So it works. I think it's kind of shady. I think it's kind of dirty, but also it's a game. It's a game, and he's playing the game by the rules he's allowed to play it in. Frank, alive and well. Why don't we go right to that thread I was talking about? Let me skim what else I have here. Hang on, we'll stay on macro. Actually, let's look at the market here. But I want to get to that thread that talks about where we're going. We are going there, man. We are absolutely going there. And goddamn, it's going to be special. All right, Bitcoin 82.6 down in the past 24 hours. Maybe I think weekends usually not so great, but also I still would argue holding up decently. Down almost 1% in the past day. ETH 1700, Ripple 207, Solana 116. It's pretty decent, but I do wonder if people are getting ready to people preparing for maybe a not so great week. Right? We will have sell pressure from people getting ready to pay taxes or paying taxes. Like that absolutely happens too. This is usually not a great stretch for crypto. But back to like tariffs and really what's happening out there. Like it's not just as simple as wanting to make our trade deals more fair, right? There's something different, and even if they're not saying that out loud, and maybe they are and I just missed it, there's something else happening here. I can't put my finger on what it is. Actually, I think I've got my finger on what it is, but it sounds insane to say it. Right? It feels to me that there's a bigger rebalance that's happening, or a restructure of things than just fair trade, right? It's bigger, it's deeper. And I think this signals, and the talk about crypto is a big part of it too. I think Like my gut tells me everything that's happening here and this chaos, that it's going to somehow, some way shift economies more to crypto. But right, Trump has said that making United's like stable coins, it's all through stable coins, by the way, but having regulations that say that stable coins must be backed by US dollars and then really pushing crypto is what they're going to do to try to get keep the dollar as the world's currency, right? It's they've said it. But this I mean, man, this caught my eye yesterday. Jack Dorsey, right, saying Bitcoin to use it to replace the financial system. I can't shake this, man. I can't shake that. The idea that that's kind of what's happening here. That there's a larger plan, and maybe it's a really stupid ham-fisted plan, right? Probably is. But that ultimately that's where we're going, and it's like Trump just ripped the Band-Aid off, and he's getting this in motion now. But there's going to be more phases of this. Like, trust me, guys, when we get through this tariff thing, that's not the end and it's smooth sailing from there. No, there's going to be more chaos and more things we're not expecting at all, right? There'll be things that are coming that are just as drastic as the tariffs, probably. But Bitcoin, stable coins, part of a new financial system. I believe that's what's coming here. That's a 5-year thing, 10-year thing. Well, it's as much as possible during the Trump presidency, but that's what's coming. And I don't know what that looks like, guys. Stable coins, you can picture what that looks like, right? But how Bitcoin is a part of this, that I'm not sure. Other than it's sitting in the strategic Bitcoin reserve. Like, okay, I can picture that, but it feels like more. It feels like more than just, the United States buying Bitcoin and sitting on it. That doesn't feel like all they have in mind. Stablecoins is key, though, right? Like we've talked about. Stablecoins is the biggest thing happening in crypto right now. It is the biggest thing for mass adoption. But something more is coming here. And I can't wait. I can't wait for it. Damn, random. But Xcopy's still moving, like, daily. Like, I don't know, there's been like three sales, 20 plus ETH. People are in Xcopy collecting mode. And man, people don't do that if they think we're heading into like a bear market, especially. People really don't do that. I don't know. That just tells me enough people have enough money. Like, there's enough guys that have made some money in this bull market already. And maybe we hit a bear market and they're fine, right? But there's guys who like Jared talks about on the show. So when Jared comes on the show, he talks about these kind of collectors, and when they buy these X copies, they're not to flip, they're not to do anything with. They park these, and they're probably never hitting the market again for decades. This also ties into the tweet that I kept referencing here about what's coming and what's changing. And guys, like, my thought, some of you guys share it, but that those ordinals are going to go to this 1 or 2 Bitcoin floor. That top collection is going to be worth a lot, right? It ties into this. There are other people out there who believe in this in a different way. This is them prepping for that. I'm assuming this is not a trader, right? This is an art collector. This could be a trader. But here it is. Raoul Pal tweeted this yesterday, retweeted it. You fear the admin will get in serious trouble. They'll throw out crypto regs with the bathwater. Yeah. That's a big fear, dude. It's a legit fear. Trump has gone back on his word many times, but I believe him with crypto and what his goal is. Because the world was trying to debank them. Like Eric Trump talked about this last week. That really did happen. They really did they had that real fear of being, like Kanye went through it too. Some of these guys have that real fear that they got a taste of how powerful the government is. They probably knew before, but they really found out. And they realized, I believe Eric Trump about this. He really gets how important crypto is now. So I don't think they throw away the crypto stuff. My worry is still 4 years down the road, stuff's unwound if it, next administration. That's a big fear. Just your opinion, don't think we're in a bear market. Lower is 100% possible. I'm with you. I don't even know how. Okay, there is a definition of a bear market, right? We might enter bear market territory, but in the same way that this bull market just came to a screeching halt, if we get in a bear market, I don't think it's like a start of a 1.5 year or whatever long bear. I don't think that happens. Unless the talk of regulation is completely gone, no regulation, no pro crypto anything, then yes, bear market. But without that, dude, if we head into bear market territory, right? It's like prices below a certain average or number for X amount of days or weeks or months, right? That's like official bear market, something like that, right? If we are there, I don't think it lasts long. Like the same way the bull market came to a screeching halt, the bear market, same thing. And the penguin tariffs is insane. Yep. Yeah, they're playing funny with words. Yep. Yeah, that happened just a couple days ago, right? Was it Friday? NASDAQ officially in a bear market. But yeah, this is such a unique time. You guys know, I always say this. I am not an expert with that stuff at all, obviously. But I don't know that the NASDAQ even stays in that right? So you think of a bear market as a long cycle. I'm not sure that these things live in that territory for long. If these investments keep coming into the States via crypto and AI especially, if that keeps happening, I don't know. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Great point. Great points, guys. Yep. I still say this too, man. This is one of the most interesting times I've ever seen in crypto, and I've been here a while. And this is one of the most confusing times ever, considering we haven't really had a black swan event. I'm trying to think if tariffs is that. I don't think it is. It's a really confusing time. It's a really exciting time. The potential is like, yeah, it's like off the charts, huge. The potential here is like, that the prophecy of Bitcoin is maybe unfolding in front of us, but we're just starting. Some big dominoes need to fall for that to happen. Raoul Pal, though, also thinks we're heading into a really, really exciting time for crypto, and he thinks we're heading there in the short term, not factoring in tariffs yet, right? As basically that it could get worse and blow up his plans, but the market is being set up for an extraordinary time in crypto. Like right here, right now, in the next 1 or 2 weeks, this could start. He's going by Global M2. It works until it doesn't, right? But everything right now is lining up for a massive couple of months here, maybe, and especially the end of the year. If we go into a bull, I'm exposed. If we go into a bear, I have extra cash. I like that. Yep. And so we can't, I don't know if we count tariffs because we knew tariffs would be coming with Trump, I think, right? At least he said it before he was elected. And when he was elected, he definitely has been saying it publicly for a little bit now. Anyway, Raoul Pal, very bullish on the short term, obviously very bullish on the long term. And this is more of the long-term thesis, right? While we're worried about politics and tariffs, a deflationary nuclear bomb is detonating along with the biggest civilization-changing event in history. This is the thing I talk about a lot. AI that's going to change the world and jobs getting replaced. And look, even if jobs don't get replaced, like Hunter Orell had some really great points. I love that chat with him still. I'm stuck on it. But that, when Y2K was a thing, you guys remember, right? Some of you guys definitely remember. There was supposed to be this big problem and didn't materialize. And that could be the same here. AI going to replace jobs. Maybe it doesn't happen just like that. And maybe it's not just so static, so 1-0, like either it does replace jobs or it doesn't. Right? We'll lose some jobs. We'll lose a lot of jobs. But usually you have a new thing, a new tech. Usually it creates new jobs. And in the same way, we can't picture what this many people losing their jobs will look like. I don't think we can picture yet what those new jobs could be that are invented because of this new AI world. But no matter what, it's coming. This era, look, this ties into what Elon Musk said a couple of weeks back. We played that also on the show when he said we're entering this world of, what was it, prosperity or something like that. Like everyone's going to have tons of money. And again, it sounds crazy. How are we going to have tons of money? I've never seen that in my life. We felt it during COVID, and I do refer back to the COVID period as a time to say, okay, maybe what's coming has to resemble that. Maybe not exactly that, but it resembles that. As in, tons of people weren't working. You had money. And yes, that fucked the economy too. It did. It's kind of what got us to where we're at, now, but it at least gives us some kind of clue at what's coming here. So he's retweeting a tweet from Punk6529. This is back from 2023. It's like a year and a half ago. This is what I see. I see it coming. I know it's coming. I think a lot of people do too, but that world where AI has changed everything and money is not valued the same, right? I say that a lot. Money is not going to be valued the same. That's what he's talking about here. It is coming. Value in a post-scarcity world. All right. Hang on. I got to peek over at Abstract. Good morning over there, guys. Yeah, we're reading this, by the way. Dude, I want to do the smelling salts. That might be a today thing. I'm just dying to try them. Okay, every now and okay, hang on. Every now and then I like to annoy the feed by tweeting things like when AGI brings us post scarcity. Only important and oh god, dude, it's again, I don't think I've read this before this tweet. Maybe I haven't. It's just like buried deep, but guys, exactly what I say. And I say it a lot because I know it. This is where I have an instinct for these things. Again, I know a lot of you guys do too. But I say it a lot because I know it, and I can't tell you what it looks like, but I know this. And I'm telling you, some of those early ordinals, some of the important ordinals collections right now are part of this conversation. Important NFTs will hold value, and they're going to hold a lot of value. A lot. A lot. Super bullish for ordinals. It's clear. Hang on. Let me zoom in a little more. Okay. It's clear many of you have not thought out carefully what a post-scarcity, post-AGI, so artificial general intelligence, or post-ASI, artificial superintelligence world actually means. So he's breaking it down for us. I don't know if we'll reach AGI or ASI. If we'll go to a post-scarcity world and when we'll do so. But if you put a gun to my head, I'd say yes, it'll happen. Over 10 to 40 years. By the way, this post, a year and a half ago, I'd love to see if he believes it's been accelerated. 10 years seems kind of reasonable at this point. I actually think 5 years, partially on the table. Partially. Because part of this does involve robots, and I don't think robots are there yet. But when I see things like these AI agents, like Wayfinder, like Hey Anon, things like that tell me that there's certain jobs, like manual jobs of like moving funds around. Those I think can go bye-bye in 5 years. And when I see like ServiceNow buying an AI company, and I know a lot about what ServiceNow does, they do a lot of things, but I'm more familiar with like well, okay. I just know with ServiceNow, one of the things they do is build ticketing software, right? This is one of the smaller things they do, ticketing software. I think that's one of the smaller things that they offer. Gets me thinking customer service. Customer service is already being replaced by AI. But like, you know where I'm going with this, like tech support, help desk stuff. Dude, I think that's gone also in 5 years. Could be. If people want it to be, it could be. Right? You feed AI technical documents and you have it do customer service, and now we see that AI can like drive your screen. It's a lot of jobs. It's like almost 1 million jobs. I think, yeah, 10 to 40 years. I wonder if it's more like 5 years we really start seeing it start, if we start seeing the impact. And anyway, that was way too long on this. I'm just curious if he's adjusted his timeline here, because it is happening faster now. For this thread, we're going to assume it does happen, right? We're going to assume that AGI or ASI does come. It doesn't matter if it's 2030, 40, or 2100. Just assume that it happens. Let's do it. Let's assume it's 10 years off. I'm going to even say 5 to 10 years. Let's assume the happy case. The AGI, ASIs don't kill us. Yay. They're friendly. We generally have a productive relationship with them. We distribute the gains of ASI broadly to a society at large. This is where, what is it? This is where UBI comes into play. It's here. Still don't know exactly what that looks like, but I think I've got an idea. The first thing, Where people's intuition tends to be wrong is that a well-organized post-AGI ASI world would be fabulously wealthier than it is today. GDP is roughly people times productivity times natural resources. We're used to productivity improvements of 2 to 3% in mature economics. Interesting. I don't know where he gets those numbers. I like them. I never really considered that. ASI will deliver productivity improvements of 10, 100, 1,000x, maybe 10,000x, maybe a millionx. No upper limit. Interesting. ChatGPT 4. The very definition, not AGI or ASI already, and it's 100x productivity improvement in some tasks. I believe that. With some things, I believe it. Like, I can do things already in ChatGPT that I can't do on my own. So, okay, people say, okay, we distribute the gains and everyone will get a universal basic income and, yeah, we'll get like $2K a month or something, right? I like this because this is what I'm stuck thinking about. But it's more like everyone will get the equivalent of $200,000 a month. Again, what it looks like, I don't know, but that's what I'm feeling. It's not so, and I think he talks about this, it's not that we get so much money, like we do get some, it's that the cost of everything goes to nearly nothing, right? And so the money we have, it's worth more in a way. Most of this universal super income will be delivered by deflation. In other words, the ASIs will be able to do everything so much more efficiently than the cost of most goods and services will plummet. Similar things have happened in the past, but over centuries. This is a good point here, too. You might have had to work for a year to be able to afford a handmade tunic. Now you can buy a throwaway shirt from Zara, what the fuck is that, for an hour's worth of work at a minimum wage labor. It's a 2,000x drop in the cost of shirts. It's a good analogy. It's a good point here. And then, sure, white-collar work will get cheaper. Will we draft real estate contracts more efficiently or whatever? Or we will draft them more easily, but that's just the beginning. AGI ASI will give us fully functioning robots working 24/7 plus factories making more robots. Yes, that's more like the 10 plus years off, I think. I'm not as plugged into that, so I don't know at the rate that they're growing. You know, you see these cool videos on X and it looks like it's happening fast, but that I'm not sure. Confusion, which part? This will happen in a year. Which part? Plus intelligence to make factories more efficient, to make more robots cheaper. So you can assume post-AGI ASI, the cost of redoing the sidewalk or building a luxury kitchen will also plummet. Maybe. I'm not as familiar with that, so I don't know. What about raw materials? Well, the robots in the early stages will also run mines, transportation, and transformations of raw materials faster. That makes sense. Would be surprised if true ASI won't directly synthesize some raw materials in factories. See, this is stuff that sounds way further off, but I don't know. So you can assume at a starting point that a fancier consumer lifestyle, circa today, will year by year come into reach for more and more of the world. People will have nicer homes, personal robot chefs, personal robot trainers, nice clothes, fancy transportation, all because it's cheaper. Not because we have so many dollars, although there's part of it, but because it's all cheaper. Some people in the world will be on type of coordination councils with the AGI's ASIs. Most people will be working for some sort of personal enrichment as opposed to creating economically productive outputs. Does the human need for societal hierarchy go away? What is scarce in this world? Doubts it. So where does this need subliminate to? You don't need to look far. This is awesome, guys. This is it. Not to take this into stupid territory, but it's now why some of the things we're collecting will matter so much. Right? You don't need to look far. Look at the very rich people today. Truly rich people don't flex their BMW, their Rolex, their Chanel. Is that right? Chanel bag. Upper middle class people do that thing. Billionaires, no billionaire flexes a $200,000 car to another billionaire. You can only consume so many consumer goods. This is going to get good, guys. So what do the rich flex? They flex art. They flex prestige real estate, philanthropy, research, political power. Which of these survives post-ASI or post-AGI? Or available to more than a tiny elite? We'll skip some of this. Political power, yes, remains a thing. What can ASI not make more of? This is it. This is it. When you can feel something, hang on. Here we go. One thing that comes to mind, this is it. It's art with provenance. Art with provenance. Telling you guys, in a world where everything is so cheap and you're looking for things to spend your money on, what are you going to spend your money on when you have all of your basic necessities provided for you because they're so cheap? And you have money. Think again to COVID times. It's literally that scenario. In that scenario, we got more money. But we had extra money. This includes, for me, of course, important physical art and rock solid provenance. Post AGI ASI, we will be flooded with far better art than we can make, but there will be a lot more of it. Also saying the other thing that holds is hyper elite real estate. Where's the fucking art talk? He's talking about quantum computing and Bitcoin. Well, actually, this is a really interesting point. Haven't thought a ton about this. For sure, AGI ASI will solve quantum computing. For sure, Bitcoin and ETH will need to go quantum proof. This is an interesting thought that the chains that we look at right now as the chains that survive forever, maybe not. Honestly, maybe not. Because we know quantum computing probably breaks encryption. And we know AGI ASI will probably fix the breaking of encryption. But maybe there's a chain that comes out that is built for this. It's built for this like AGI world. I actually think we've got some chains that are being built now that are part of that conversation. Anyway, point there is I wonder if there's new chains coming out that end up being, top dog chain. But I suspect there'll be a way forward. Dude, I have so much trouble reading his writing. But I suspect there will be a way to forward compatibility bridge provenance. Okay. It'll be harder to fake 1,000 new Fidenzas than to discover a lost Picasso. I want to get to the NFT shit, if it's even here. Maybe what we read above is basically it. Actually, I think it was. Ultimately, though, okay, he makes a few big points in here. I'm stuck on art, provenance, things that are scarce. Things that are scarce. If we're in a world where everything is like giga affordable in a way we've never experienced. Again, only during COVID did we feel kind of like a semblance of that. And you saw what people did with their money, man. They threw a whole bunch of that into NFTs and crypto and metaverse stuff. It's what happened. And if this scenario plays out, 5-10 years off, jobs going bye-bye, cost of everything is cheaper now. So maybe we make the same amount of money, but everything's so much cheaper. There's your extra money. And where does it go? In an era of abundance, where do you go for that flex then? And just think the rich guys. Just think the millionaires, billionaires. Just think about those guys. Where are they putting their money to have something that is actually rare and scarce? And picture, again, that's a different age, a different kind of like adoption for technology. Crypto. It's, guys, the rare shit we're doing right now. Look, okay, I like Steady Teddies a lot. I like Good Vibes Club, all that stuff. That's not part of the conversation, though. It's not those things. It's not. I don't even know if it's Pudgy Penguins. Maybe, right? That relies on Luca continuing to build out that brand. What I know for sure it is CryptoPunks. I know it's that. I don't know about any of these other things. I don't know if it's Bored Apes. Fidenzas, maybe. Like Autoglyphs, yes, right? Like historic stuff. Stuff that kind of matters, does matter, yes. And I will always say this. I stand by it, and it's because I know it's true. Those Ordinals collections are part of that too. They are. They are. Doesn't matter what they're worth right now. It doesn't matter what the majority of NFT bros think about it right now. Collectibles that are inscribed on Bitcoin directly in an ecosystem that it's kind of hard to do that. It's kind of expensive to do that. Will only get more expensive to do that. It's not like we're going to see an infinite number of this stuff. I mean, in theory, yes. Will it play out that way? No. It will always remain a more scarce, a more expensive, a more valuable ecosystem. And again, I don't care what NFT guys think about that today. It doesn't matter. I'm not thinking about them. I'm thinking about Punk6529's comment of down the road. What is it that those rich guys, those billionaires, who, by the way, we talked about this here, are here. We don't know their names. We don't know who is who, but there are certain accounts that I look at that I know. There are some accounts, there are some billionaires here amongst us. They're already here collecting for exactly this reason. They know. And there's nothing anybody could say to convince me otherwise that these are part of that. All those, the top 5, I'll say it again here. Puppets, Wizards, Quantum Cats, OMB, Node Monks. It could be others too. But those I know. 5-10 years down the road, people want to go collect something that's rare and scarce. There will be so many more NFT bros at that point, and crypto bros and whatever. And a lot of them that are very rich, they want something that represents a special time. It's got the lore, it's got the story, it's got the provenance, and it happens to be on Bitcoin. It's those guys right there. Those are part of that conversation of things that gain tremendous value because there's nothing else like it. That's it. It's that simple. There's nothing like it, and there's so few of them. I don't know about Bored Apes, man. Again, in that world, I mean, maybe they do represent culture at a really cool time, but I don't think it's like historic. You know what I mean? Like, and I know we throw that term around so silly. Right? You know, I'm not convinced it's Bored Apes and Pudgies. As awesome as they are today, they might not be down the road. It goes back. Okay, so this goes back to yesterday's conversation, the poll we did. If this NFT, any of the old 2021 NFTs, we said like Cool Cats and things like that, those fell to $10 or $50, would you buy one? And for me, the answer is yes, all of them. The same applies to Bored Apes and Pudgies. If they fell to like, I don't know what, 1 ETH. Picture everybody hates them. They're not worth anything, whatever. They come down to 1 ETH. Would I buy it at 1? I'm not sure. There is a number where I would. $500? Yeah, right? Like, I don't know what that number is. Those have gotten that kind of respect from even just the people here. There is a level where everybody's a buyer. But I'm not convinced that those become like the ultimate flex in that world that 6529 is talking about. I don't know if it's those. If the brands fail, especially if the brands fail, then I think it's just nothing but, funneling into punks. And I know these will be part of that too. We will need a legit, widely adopted method of authenticating stuff like CryptoPunks because we can copy paste them. Yeah, well, I mean, it's the chain itself, but AI is part of that. AI as the UX for crypto. I love that narrative. Yeah, there will have to be a way that there's some kind of stamp on things, like a universal stamp. Yes, I like that. Yep. I remember the last halving in Runes making us think we'd never be able to afford to inscribe large collections again. Well, I mean, that was... Trojan, I don't think that was incorrect. Do you? I think that was a very big sign of what it looks like. But I also think fungible tokens go... Bitcoin fungible tokens probably go like L2, right? Like kind of move off-chain. We might not run into that issue with Runes. Ordinals, we will. Ordinals, I think that's always a problem. And again, the more the chain is used, the more expensive it gets. This whole theory, by the way, dies if Bitcoin fails. If anybody believes that, I don't know. There's always like a chance that it fails because of something. But if not, if Bitcoin is used for more than just what it is now, digital gold, if it becomes a payment token and it's, widely adopted, and OpCat happens and it becomes smart and people can transact on chain for more than just transferring Bitcoin, we really do limit how many new collections come. It's why people inscribe now. You see all kinds of inscriptions that happen when it's slow out there to prepare for, a year out when hopefully it's busy again and it's too expensive to inscribe. I think that was just a sign that what we thought would happen does happen. It was only for a short window, though, It's like proof you're on crypto before the mass norm. Right, John, it's like... Yes, okay, here's the thing. For a lot of us who have been here throughout, we get why they matter and why it's cool and why it's your stamp, your time stamp that you were here. Some of the people are going to be very, very late to the game. Some of those billionaires are going to be very late to the crypto game too. And some of them might go buy because they just hear it's the flex and that's it. They buy it because they are told it's the thing. And they know, right? They know and they believe it's the thing. But some of those billionaire guys, Some of them are going to fall in love with crypto the way we have. Look at like an Eric Trump. Loves it, gets it. It's like everything to him now. Some of those billionaires are going to do the same thing. They'll have that aha moment with crypto, and they will have it with NFTs. It doesn't take many, by the way. They'll have that moment. They're going to be smitten by blockchain, and they'll get it. They'll really, really, really get it. And then they go dive into old threads and old conversations talking about the old historic stuff and the start of Bitcoin collectibles. They'll read about ordinals. They'll learn about Casey Rodomore. They'll see inscription number 0. They'll know about CryptoPunks already, by the way, right? And art. But they're going to go and they're going to learn the history of this stuff, and they're going to love it. They're going to love it. And at that point, they're like, oh my gosh, okay, this is so cool. So cool. Collectibles on Bitcoin, man. I need one. And those guys click on the collection. Don't care about the price, really. They scroll and scroll and scroll, and they see one that's just so fucking cool. Again, they love it. They're in that zone, just loving this shit. You're like, that's bad. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Buy. Done. That simple. That simple. That scenario will play out. The way we love it and are passionate about it, better believe more people are going to come in by the thousands, by the tens of thousands, by the millions who feel the way we feel about it. Guys, by the millions. And they're going to want their little slice of history. They weren't here then, but they respect what it was. They love the lore. They love it. And they're in. And they will buy their way in. And that's fine. That's fine. We welcome those people. They might be. They might be. I still think next year. I think next year Ordinals do their special time. Musty, I'd love to. I'd love to. Do you know him? If you know him, like, connect would be awesome. Crazy. But that story I just said, right? It sounds crazy. I don't think it sounds crazy to all you guys. I don't. But I think that story, I know that story will play out with billionaires and multimillionaires. They're good. People will love this stuff. We love it for so many reasons. Like, we love the money side, yeah. We love the culture. We love the collectibles. We love it. Like, we love it deeply. And there's other people who are going to come in and love it the same way. And they will buy these things, guys, for very, very expensive prices. I have, guys, zero doubts about what happens here over in Ordinals over time. This is not a now thing, of course. Right? Remember that guy who screenshotted my tweet about Quantum Cats going to 1 or 2 Bitcoin floor and screenshot it? I'm like, I get it. I get why he'd put that out there, but so lazy and so silly to think that conversation is about right now. It's not now. It's whatever that time frame. I usually say 5 years, 10 years, right? 5-ish years, 2030. It's that Punk 6529 time frame. Whatever. I can just say that from now on. Whenever is that period that Punk 6529 is talking about, the time of abundance, the time of everything being so cheap, 10, 20, 30, 40 years out, whenever it is coming. And during that time, that's when this all plays out. Yeah, Mike, I love that. Musty, that'd be cool. Thank you, man. That's exactly. People with money love collecting art. And there's just going to be so many more people with so much more money. Again, if the cost of everything goes down, if your rent is now $300 or whatever, you go to the grocery store and everything, it's just dirt cheap because it's robots just producing it all, and it's so easy and fast to produce everything. That's the idea, right? It's not just us competing with these giga millionaires for this stuff. It's us. We have more money to work with, so we are already collectors of this stuff. And if we have more money, some of us will spend above what these should be worth too, because we already love them too. So guys that are already here will go spend, 1 Bitcoin on these. And picture also the hypey, tippity top hypey part of the market. We'll have NFT guys that buy these at 1 Bitcoin, but then add in the way this space is going to grow. It is going to grow. Again, by the millions, it's going to grow. And so it's us collecting these things. Some of us get rich however we do it. Everybody's going to have a different way they get there. But we come back and we'll buy these things. You'll have your little slice of history and provenance too. But those crazy billionaires also come in and they want it. There's going to be a lot of demand for this stuff down the road. When you have everything you need already and you got just nothing but leftover funds, You go spend it on things you always wish you had. So again, that conversation yesterday, how far do they need to come down to have you be a buyer? It works the other way around. Maybe they don't come down, but how much more money do you need to have? Where's your level where you have this much money, you can spend a little reckless, maybe a lot reckless, and then you're a buyer. It's the same thing. It works either way. It does. Either these come down to a level where everyone can afford them and wants them, or we get so much money that we can afford it and we want it too. At some point, that happens and it gets stupid. And I want to be here for it. I'm not going to unplug until that happens. Again, 10, 20 years off, whatever. I'm with you, Mike. I'm with you there. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm feeling that coffee. Digital, interesting. Taking an L on your pudgy to get a steady teddy. You know, I don't know with that, to be honest. I think Luca's got some shit he's getting ready to roll out. I do. I don't think what we saw from Pudgies is all we're seeing from Pudgies this year. I think we know there's a lot more coming. They've got 2 games coming out. Do they have 3 games even? Pudgy World. They have the Fall Guys or whatever it's called type of game. So there's 2 right there. I feel like they have another game coming. They have the toys that are going to go out and people will get Pengu for buying toys. They have a lot coming. I think they got a movie or animation coming. Well, no, we know that already. They've got a new YouTube series. Again, these are small things. They move the needle less and less and less, but I still think Luca's going to do something wild. And you guys know, like, this is an out there prediction, maybe. I'm not going to bet on this one either, but I still think Luca gives Pudgy Penguins, not Lils, but Pudgy Penguins, ownership of Igloo Inc. I still think he's going to do that. I do. I really do think he's going to do that. I don't know if I'd bet on it, but I think that happens. Like with wrecked drinks, right? And like with the plague, and there's some others that have done that too. I think Pudgy Penguin owners will be owners of Igloo Inc. at some point. It'll be splashy. It'll be real splashy. Smokey, good morning, man. Was just talking about you at the start of the show. It's coming. Oh, Luke, good morning. I see you over on Abstract. Luke is saying Floriforms are soon going to evolve. It's a collection that's for museums. I know it's coming, but dude, he's been saying that's coming for a while. And then on the 1-year anniversary of Floriforms, I thought that was going to be the start. And it didn't happen. I don't know. I know it's coming, but I don't know when. And maybe he's just trying to time the market too. But anyway, you know, I will always go back to that thesis and talk about those price predictions because it's in my soul. I know that's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. It's just what's the time frame for that? And right, like you could say on a long enough time frame, anything will happen, sure. But I don't know if everybody's on. Well, I'm curious, you guys. That thesis. I won't go through the whole thing again, but that world that we live in. First off, it means you got to believe that's coming. But when that comes, again, AGI, ASI, goods cheap because production's cheap. Do you see those price predictions playing out then? Like 1 or 2 Bitcoin floor on those collections, CryptoPunks, you know, it's those things. The most important NFTs. We thought we saw all-time highs a couple of years back. Do you believe that was nothing compared to where they're going to be when that scenario plays out? Cheap goods, we have so much money. It's a different world. And it's hard to picture because we've never seen it. Again, only during COVID did we get a little taste of what that looked like. And we knew that wasn't real, right? We knew that was like a just special small window of time. But that was the taste of it. Do you guys see the same thing 10, 20 years out? These price predictions maybe playing out. Maybe playing out. For me, it's yes. It's not a maybe, but I'm curious with you guys. Farouk, good morning, man. Good to see you, brother. Smokey, I like that. I think the Taproot Wizards mint was super bullish for puppets and nodes. I think those were the biggest winners of the Taproot Wizards mint for whatever reason, because I think they highlighted if the value of Taproot Wizards is like provenance and culture, they got it for sure. Taproot Wizards do, but I think Node Monks and Puppets might have it more. Might. I think Taproot Wizards made those collections look good. I like them. At the price they're at, I really like them. God damn, I want to get my Node Monk too. Still feeling out when's the time to bring it up. It won't even matter. That probably won't help me get it, but... Classic collectibles go crazy in prices. Even used worn-out Air Jordans, yeah. I cannot picture that scenario not happening. Okay. Steady Teddy's looking absolutely fucking phenomenal. They are. How's this going? Oh, dude, we're back up to 400K. Look at that. All right. Jockey's back. I think Jockey could do... Look, if we weren't so scared, if the market weren't so scared, Jockey should be at a couple mil, right? It should be. If we're in like the fucking frenzy, Jockey would be in 20 mil. You know, we're not there, but I still, even with this market, if people aren't scared of a big old dump tomorrow, I would totally picture Jockey being like 1-2 mil. Smokey, I'm with you too. I'm not as optimistic about runes as before. I'm not selling them because I still think there's a chance. But that chance is smaller and smaller and smaller. It is. I mean, volume is picking up on Jockey. Yeah, the chance for runes is getting smaller. The longer it takes, the worse it'll be for them, because if catnip happens, then, you know, I'm with you there. Jockey. Drew, Jockey is a meme from Minecraft, the Minecraft movie. And it's pretty good. Like, it's pretty good because you get these rare moments in cinema where there's these things that take over theaters and people, like, cheer, shout, whatever. Like, the Minecraft movie has one of those moments, and it's like people in theaters around the world going nuts over this. Is that it? That's it. It's that silly, whatever. But we were looking at it on the stream yesterday at 170K market cap. It hit this morning. This morning it hit like 600K. Again, in a different kind of market, in a good meme coin market. You know, this is a few mil, right? You can imagine a chance for much higher. This shitty ass market, 400K ish or so, got to 600. Yeah. Musty, I'm waiting for, like, we've seen it. You guys have gotten coins and you look at it and you know at some point it's over. It's over. I am waiting for that moment with this coin too, and it might not be far off. Like, you're just picturing the straight down. There's a lot of guys still holding 1+%. In fact, this guy was over 9. He's already selling some. So it might be a sign that they're working their way out, but there will be a moment where this just goes straight down. I do not want to be in it when that happens, but I'm already even. I don't care. There you go, J-Wise. Fuck yeah. I didn't put much. It might be right now, Musty. It might be. I only put, like, I think $60 in. It's the bet, the hope, the whatever is that it's just viral enough for a minute. If that even works anymore. To a degree it works, but does it have legs? That I'm not sure, but I know the kids are talking about it, and I think just starting. Like just Friday it started. And so does it pick up steam this week because people talk about The Weeknd and what was the hottest movie? And, you know, it's just one of those things that has a little life, but I don't think it has much. If this gets to like 600, 700, 800, I'm entirely out. That's what I'm wondering, Musty. I would have thought it would be more viral right now, and it's not. So that it either means it's not viral or it hasn't caught yet. I don't know which. I lean towards it's not viral enough. I'm with you there. It would work better if these kids were trading right now, if these kids were in meme coins. But yeah, actually, I'm up like 3x on this, which is awesome. Really, well, 2.5. I'm happy with it. But yeah, I think it's got to get, like, if I say I think it's got a little, it's based on nothing. It's pure hopium. These guys holding this much. Did that guy just buy more? Oh, that's the LP. I'm a fucking idiot. Wow, I'm so dumb. LP is growing, which means what? LP grows when volume is up? Is that how that works? That's a problem, Musty. That's not good, man. It's funny. No, but you know, my daughter was like, she was my quant for a minute in that last, like, she would tell me the things the kids were talking about, and it worked. It did work. She fed me some good memes. We made some money. I gave her money. When I made money on the memes, she told me I gave her some. It was super fun. What's up, D-Yank? Good morning to you, man. Yeah, the bottom might come out of this at any moment. Luke, the top ordinal PFP could second the punks. And I still see a scenario where something can flip the punks. Long enough time frame where this all marinates and it's all part of the same conversation. Punks are always punks. And I don't mean like live above punks forever, but I do think, hey, I think there's a chance with ordinals. I do think there's a chance. I think ordinals, I think collectibles on Bitcoin are that special. I do. I think they're that special. That if a collection like Node Monks or Puppets or Wizards or something, that one of them could, this sounds fucking nuts, I know it, could replace punks. You know what I mean by replace. Nothing can replace a punk, but could live up there in that conversation. I doubt it, but it could. I really think collectibles on Bitcoin matter that much. That much. Like, they're a big fucking deal. Again, I know NFT guys, for the most part, don't agree with that. I think they're wrong. And I like those kind of trades, by the way. Doesn't always work out, but I like those kind of trades where I don't agree with the majority of the rest of the space. Doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. And when it does, better to be on that other side. I really think almost the entire NFT space has it wrong. And I'll make that bet now when I believe that most people are going to see more money than they've ever seen and felt and held in their life. I believe that's coming. Vietnam offers to remove all tariffs on U.S. imports. Right? More of this. More of that, please. And I think we'll start seeing a lot more of that. Now, add that to investments in AI and crypto here in the States, and add to that AI and robots changing the way we live our lives, right? That's the perfect storm. Add to that stablecoin adoption around the world. Add to that Bitcoin in strategic reserves around the world. Add all those together. And that scenario, that perfect storm you have for the ordinal thing to play out, that's what it is. Oh, fuck, dude. We're so back. Those things will add up. We could head into tomorrow. If we get more stories like this, we could head into a really, really, really fun day tomorrow. It's English. You're right. And I also don't need them to agree. I don't need them to agree. All I need to happen is more of those millionaires, billionaires come into the space, and it's going to happen. So NFT guys can get it wrong too, and they can miss out. That's fine. There's other people coming into this space that have more money than the guys in this space who will also think Bitcoin stuff is the ultimate flex, and they'll buy it. Yeah, Christian, that one's a big old deal. But trust me, I want the NFT guys to also get it and see it too. I just think there's a point where it's unavoidable. That is what happened with CryptoPunks, right? People didn't get it, and then all of a sudden they did. And when they did, well, then the price looks like what it looks like now. To me, the same thing happens with ordinals. Like, punks sat there free and then cheap, and then slowly people started getting it. Then all at once, new people came in, and a lot of people got it all of a sudden. It's really hard to feel the demand for these things when, to your point, English, there's so few buyers. There's so few people. We learn by seeing it happen, unfortunately. We're not as good at just going into fantasy land and, like, picturing the future, like really put yourself in that time. We're bad at that. We're so much better at seeing it when it actually is happening. It's just human nature. But when that happens and people start really buying punks and they start talking about the importance of collectibles on Bitcoin, everybody will get it right then. They'll all get it right then. Be like, oh, fuck, dude, you know, that makes sense. I'd rather it make sense early. Like I wish it did with Bitcoin, like I wish it did with CryptoPunks, like so many things. I refuse to make that same mistake again. Of course, a gamble, right? But, okay, Steady Teddies. Still 190 barrel floor. Absolutely amazing. All kinds of nice ones selling. And if we look at activity, plenty still going above the floor, including the OG trait. Yesterday, floor was like 1,000, down to like 400. I would love to scoop one of those. I really like them. I really fucking like them. Hang on, I tweeted one of these sales yesterday. Henry got a nice one too. I think Henry bought one on secondary. So Henry might even have a couple of these. Check that out. I got a follow from the Steady Teddies. That's cool. This is wait, not this one. They like the post. Nope. Well, Jesus, hang on. It was a big Steady Teddy sale. Oh yeah, this guy right here. There you go. This guy here sold for $20,000. Again, man, it's again, rich people. There's something they want. The end. It's that simple. Rich guy. Here's a cool thing. I got so much money. I don't care. Fuck it. Yeah. In the next decade, we're going to see a lot of that. There will definitely be rich guy. There's a thing I want. Fuck it happening in ordinals. There will definitely be that scenario play out. Again, there's no way it doesn't play out. But anyway, $20,000 sale here for, what are there? I think there's like 60 something of this trait. A lot selling above floor still. 300 Barra, 250. Yeah, they're awesome. They're hypey. Token coming. Sounds very clear. Very clear tokens coming. Steady Teddy's only... Yeah, exactly. English, yeah, right? Musty was talking about this yesterday on Spaces, and we did hear a little bit too. All this does is make me more bullish on Miladies. These hundreds or thousands of Milady derivatives. Yeah, only... Miladies is one of the best NFTs out there, period. And that's one... I don't want to just repeat everything yesterday, but I also think Miladies enter top NFT territory. They're kind of there, but I think they do it in a bigger way still. Like, I think that prediction I had, it was Miladies, flip apes, and all that stuff, right? Miladies are awesome. Yeah, all these collections doing well is only more and more bullish for Miladies. I have a goal of getting one, for fucking sure. Count these as Milady assets? They're fucking great. They're fun. But yeah, to me, these are a Milady deriv. And people love them. And man, the best narrative going into a mint is it's worth nothing. You know? Worth nothing. Dude, the engagement they dragged out for months was awesome. The mint on April Fool's Day, fucking awesome. This was one of the best. It was an excellent launch. We could just say that. It's an excellent launch. Now you add on to that a token probably coming, maybe a couple tokens coming. Right? There's still rumors that Steady Teddies get a Barra drop, which would be cool. Still waiting. I'm still waiting for this to just fully rug. Kevin Abosh. Do you guys like Kevin Abosh? I love this guy. Also, AI art is going to be pretty fucking great at some point, value-wise, right? I like Kevin. Kevin's a secret fan of the show, which is super cool. I like that guy a lot. And then I once upon a time got a DM from him, and I'm like, dude, you watch? Holy shit. But yeah, he's really cool. One of those guys on the short list of people I want to have on the show just to chit chat. That's it, just to chit chat. Let's see. We talked about Frank. We talked about meme coins. We talked that I'll leave that up. We can maybe get into that a little more. Dude, we got the OCM mint in 2 days. Is that 2? Yeah, Tuesday. I don't know how these will do, man. Rough market. Rough market. Price would have been much higher if yeah, Vru, if we're talking steady teddies, man, then yeah, they would have been, you know, an ETH. Right, predictions were in a hot market, like really, really hot NFT market, they'd be 2-3 ETH, right? I mean, like NFT season. Same with Good Vibes Club, they would be 2-3 ETH. They're both right at the right point, you know, they make sense where they're at. But yeah, Steady Teddies would have been really hot. Infamous, I did not, and I wish I did, but no, I wasn't in is it DeFi or DeFi? Actually, let's peek at Crypto Slam. I did not get into that, I wish I did. But they're doing numbers, man. Actually, where are they right now? Wow, volume way down. I mean, that's across the board. Is this correct? Just 100,000? Makes me wonder if tracking is not live. No, it looks right. Yeah. No, they look great though. Actually, guys, let's peek at a weekly volume. I have no idea where we're at. I would assume lower than last week, but who knows? The Taproot Wizards mint certainly adds. Yeah, dude, we'll be way lower than last week. Oh, okay, last week actually finished up. Now that the sales came back for Taproot Wizards, we actually were up last week. That's cool. So we did break like a 4-week skid or so, 5-week skid. Oh, no, actually, hang on. This is up too. Okay. Way lower this week. Wow, this is going to be our worst week since November then. On pace for that. Okay, we'll see how this does. Oh, Smokey, that'd be cool. I really want to level up the like TA and actually get some good insights. Other than I feel like this. I bet you this is going to happen. I just rely on everybody else because there's enough people with great takes. But yeah, it'd be cool to do that on my own here. Okay, April 8th. I don't think we got a price for these yet. Again, rough market to me. Oh, 0.0042. Yeah, I don't know. Look, they got a hardcore fan base and community. I imagine these sell out. Just from OCM bros going nuts. So keep our eyes on that on Tuesday. Big mint. Market might be such dog shit for them. Dude, this is pretty cool. This is from the SEC. Pretty cool. They released a framework. Is this new? Yeah, a framework for investment contract analysis of digital assets. This is new, isn't it? Oh, this is cool. I should throw this in ChatGPT and have it kind of dumb it down for me, but really cool. Shit, this I want to go break down on my own, and then we'll talk about it on like tomorrow's stream. But this is pretty fucking great. Something we've been waiting for. That's it. We've been waiting for guidance from these guys. Here it is. Dare I say they're maybe the good guys here now. Man. Ansem is so fucking smart. He is. He's really... Dude's good. Thinks maybe 10% of people are on board with his take, which is believing we're at the end of the dollar and USD and UST's dominance. That changes with stablecoins, though. That's the hope, right? The hope that this is probably playing out. The hope is that stablecoins change this, and that stablecoins become, like, US stablecoins become the predominant stablecoins around the world. Could happen. That's why I think there's such an aggressive push here for stablecoin legislation and this pivot to crypto, because that is a way to save the states, kind of, or the dollar at least. But I think, yeah, 10% of people are on board. That's not much. Meaning, if more people believe that, we're in for some trouble. I don't know about this. We're not at the end of the dollar. There's nothing to replace it. Probably true, but also stablecoins. And that is the same as the US dollar. So there's something that fixes that problem, like, right off the bat. Okay, random, but actually fucking cool. Oh, hang on, let me hit this first. I got this whole bunch of random things. FTX stimmies, guys. Dude, FTX stimmies, $2.5 billion worth of stimmies are not happening. So out of that 16 bill total, 2.5 now gone because people didn't KYC in time. Gone. 655 mil in small claims, 1.9 bill in big ones. Not happening. That sucks. That sucks. It is what it is. I'm going to come back to that ApeCoin thing in a minute. I tried reaching out to Geist, by the way. Shout out to Geist if you're watching. I know he's going through a rough time right now. Like, people are killing him on the timeline. And I'll say this, dude, maybe rightfully so. And if so, and I think it's true, he's got a chance to, like, come back and apologize and do things the right way going forward. I don't think he should stop what he's doing and waste his talent and his grind and all that shit. Keep doing it. Just come out and be better. That's it. He's a good dude, I think. But yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of him, and I think he's maybe stepped away for a little bit. I get it. Timeline's killing him. Hedge funds have been hit with the largest margin call since 2020 COVID crisis. Yikes. Yeah. Not good. Basically, people's portfolios are down so bad, they need to add more cash to their accounts. But you know what I mean? Or do they get forced liquidated? Is this kind of like a loan that's underwater? Yikes. A lot of things setting up for a pretty fucking rough week, guys. Yeah, the India news is great. We'll zap that. Again, I love this. I do think Bitcoin is the solution to a lot of what's going on. I really do think that. What is the thing that's motivating all this stuff right now? It's if the motivation is to make the United States stronger than ever, crypto being a core part of our financial ecosystem, I think, is part of it. I think that is part of what's motivating what's going on right now. Man, what a sale. Oh yeah, here's one of Henry's. Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, Ape Chain. Okay. Ape Chain, or we should say the Ape Coin ecosystem, whatever. Like, people applied for grants to build things. I don't remember if that was made by apes. But TLDR here, a lot of people got paid a lot of money to build shit and didn't build shit. They didn't do anything. They took the money and they did nothing. I don't know why, but here in crypto, we seem to think that's okay. In my head, it's probably to a degree okay. It's like, it just is what it is. A lot of people say stuff and they don't deliver. That is, man, everywhere here. It's gross, but I'm like, it's just kind of what happens. Shouldn't happen. Maybe ain't gonna fly anymore here. So, yeah. So basically, anyone who got funded through the Ape Foundation better come up with that money and better pay it back. If you didn't deliver something, they have to pay it back. Dude, this might get really ugly this week. This might get really fucking ugly this week. Everyone who's granted ape and has nothing to show for it should start formulating a plan to either scrape together the ape and return it or retain counsel. Like, they're going after these dudes. They're going after these dudes. The Bored Ape community, if this impacts them most, and I kind of imagine it does, you're about to see things get kind of ugly over here. So yeah, you got funded to build a thing and you didn't build the thing. Pay that money back, or you're in big trouble, dude. Oh, it's spicy out there. I did not think we'd see this. I'm kind of glad we're seeing it. Real? Is this true? It's like you can't believe anything on... You can't believe anything on fucking Twitter. Who's this guy? Let's see if that's real. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem real. Oh, is this a meme coin? Speaking of meme coin. Yeah, I'm feeling like... I don't know. That's got to be fake, right? Yeah, that's... Yeah, that's fake. Okay. Over 50 countries have reached out to President Trump to negotiate new trade deals. Good shit, right? Like, we're not in the clear. We're not even close to in the clear yet. But that's good. That's the news we want to see. Okay, I'm still digging for news about phase banks, but I do not think that's real. Do we see Bitcoin under 80K today, tomorrow? Do we get another Michael Saylor buy? It doesn't even matter, actually, at this point, if we do. Yeah, Solana's getting wrecked, huh? Okay, am I alone with this? I'm curious. When I trade meme coins now, which is almost never, I swap, and I probably lose a little this way, but I don't swap between the meme coin and Sol. I swap between USDC, right? So like Jockey, USDC for Jockey, and then when I sell, it'll be Jockey for USDC. Might exit my Jockey soon, might. Yeah, okay. I think the phase banks thing is bullshit. So that Vietnam story. Vietnam sent President Trump a letter offering to remove all tariffs. All. I think we like that. I still say that not understanding any of it. To be totally honest, none of it. Yeah, English, I like that. I think I'm out half. Yeah, it's not a ton of volume here either way. It's not like I picture a rush of money coming into it either, right? Okay. Out half, which officially has a 2x locked in. And the rest is the, the moon bag. The moon bag, we call it. I play with such peanuts. It's so silly. But, again, it's pizza money. Covers pizza. Can't complain about that. By the way, I got my pizza yesterday. It's fucking great. So yesterday, full fucking win. Dude, look, this account here, I don't think there's an account on Twitter I hate more than this account. Dude, I don't know why. Well, no, I do know why. He posts bullish shit about Bitcoin nonstop, but it's always old stuff. He'll take something from like 2 months ago and tweet it, looking like it's a crazy new headline, and it's always old news. It's always old shit. And it's like we don't need fake pumpy stuff. There's enough real bullish stuff out there like all the time. We don't need that. I don't like this guy. I still follow him because it gets me a little excited sometimes. But all right, coffee break. Okay, this is where English might have to go bye-bye because I think we put on King Gizzard for a minute. No, we'll leave the Kongs on. Coffee break. See you guys in a minute. I gotta say, like, a little win is kind of nice. Like, seeing, like, a win anywhere is really fucking nice. Dude, I'm looking at my Pengu bag. Holy shit. Dude, I did my Emmy to, which I still like. I did my Emmy to Pengu, and it didn't matter what you went into. It didn't matter. Anything's down to basically nothing. I think my Pengu was like 10, 15 grand at one point. It's worth like 1,000 now. Fucking brutal. And I've seen nothing that changes my mind about where it goes. I'm still that dude thinking it can flip Sheeb. That sounds crazier these days. But I like it. Okay, let me see. 1, 2. You know what? Hang on. I don't remember exactly where I got into. I'm trying to remember where I got into Chicken Jockey. I think if I sold now, I'd lock in a 4x. Obviously, wish I put more in at the start. D3. No, it would no 3x. Anyway, I like it. Maybe this is back to 600. Maybe something more. I just am so feeling this rug getting pulled at some point. They're like, what reason do they have for holding this long term? Nobody has confidence in this market. You know what I mean? Nobody has confidence that memes are back and this can rip to, millions. And nobody, at some point, bottom comes out of that. That Taiwan news is great, man. Oh, dude, I forgot about the Conor McGregor token yesterday. What was that called, guys? Conor McGregor launched a token yesterday. Also, is this new? The EU agrees to impose tariffs on $28 billion worth of U.S. imports. Dude, shit's getting weird out there. Supposedly, Scott Bessent reportedly considering stepping down as U.S. Treasury Secretary. I think he's kind of important for the crypto movement due to disagreements over tariffs. No idea what's real. Interesting. Remember during the last administration, turnover all the time. I would imagine anybody who replaces him is also pro-crypto, but he's very pro-crypto. Doesn't he own... I think he's the guy who owns like a 5% stake in Tether. I think that's it. I think that's right. Let me see. Maybe not. Maybe not. Crypto Bro, though. Dude, I bet we get a lot of news today. Good news, bad news. But a lot of it.
United States should move ideally.
Okay, that EU news I think was kind of new. I think? Dude, it's hard. I don't know. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let me see if I can find the Conor McGregor coin. What was that called? Somebody asked, I think Volatility asked in Discord. It's called Real. I think that's it. And apparently he's already rugged. Yeah, here it is. Who would buy that? Jesus Christ. After taking in less than 10% of the target raise, McGregor's removed all mention of his token on social media, although I think we just saw the announcement up there still. Man, I'm tempted to just lock in the rest, sell the rest, and maybe move on from Jockey, maybe. Not heading in the right direction anywhere else. Yeah, Solana having a rough morning here. Nice. Wow. Okay, Drop King. Let me see. Yeah, I'm musty, dude. Yeah. Yep. Do you think buying a Quantum Cat now is a good bet? God damn. I don't see... Oh, dude, it's so hard. Okay, maybe I just got to be consistent where I think we're going, knowing that tariffs just mean anything can change at any point. I mean, I think this stuff is mostly at a bottom, mostly. Yeah, let me think. There's downside on all of it still. It's worth saying that. There's definitely downside on all this. I still think crypto, I'm like with Raoul Pal, and I got that bet with English. I think we're in a pretty decent spot in May. And I think everything else comes up to a degree. I don't think it's a bad spot for Quantum Cats. They also can get down to like 0.03. You know, like, and would it shock me if they're 0.025 even? No. But, you know, with these things, it's less about timing the bottom. It's more about getting a thing if you really want to be in one. If you're playing it for the money side, there's upside way down the road. In the short term, there is still downside. That probably didn't help at all. I don't think 0.04 is a bad place. I think 0.03s is very, very likely this week if we have a rough week. You could probably wait it out. It's hard to picture we're up this week. Maybe it's worth saying that. Quantum Cat's a good buy in the long run, though. You know, that plays out well. All of them. It applies to all of it. I wonder what countries can still afford to buy crypto right now and in the future. Yeah, it's funny because, you know, again, like we've seen Trump say he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck about the economy right now, which is really wild. I think he's got a couple things going for him. That doesn't mean it's good, but him almost losing his life, it's going to change you. It's do what you believe in. It doesn't fucking matter. So he's got that. He's got that this is his last term. He's got a lot of things making him do what the fuck ever for whatever his reason is. And I don't think it's about other countries purchasing crypto. I don't think it even factors in for him. I do think all this is crypto related, though. Yep, Mike, that's it. Yeah, I think with Quantum Cats, like, you know, and when I say these crazy fucking predictions, I'm not being pumpy and I'm not just saying it to say it. I say it so often. I really believe that that's the kind of upside we see on these things. Actually, dude, that's your best bet. That's a great way to do it, Drop King. By the way, I love your Badger. I think those got great upside too. That's your best bet. Watch for opportunities. If you see a nice cat hit the floor, boom, grab them. Slow and steady and shop for one that you really like. Keep an eye out for gold capes because they're appearing, right? If you got your eye on this shit, somebody had their cat listed a week ago and it evolved to have a gold cape. Somebody got it for 0.06 something. I would say that's not a bad idea, dude, if you can keep up on it like that. Just watch and watch and watch, and don't take your eyes off it as much as you can, and watch for one of these to evolve. You know, you get yourself a $10,000 payday if you can pull that off. I like these, man. I love the art. I really do. I really do. Mine looks a lot like that guy. I love him. Yeah, no, this is a good market to go shop for something you like. That's what this time is good for. Screaming deals on the floor and you know, trying to find your way into something rare. I really feel like the bottom's coming out of this at some point soon. You know, fuck it. I'm just going to lock it in. Why not? I'm very happy with a 3 something X. Yeah, that's not bad. Did we get a 4X? I don't remember how much USDC I had sitting there, but I'm playing with little money. I put 50 or 60 in. But yeah, there we go. I'm out. Whatever. This might rip to 500. This might rip to 500. Rip to 500. It gets back to 500 or 600 maybe. Super possible. But it's hard to see people wanting to push something when it's very uncertain for tomorrow. And knowing that there's guys who hold a lot of supply that at some point have $64,000 or so waiting for them, right? You know, like at some point they're feeling out how much more life it has, and they pull it. So there we go. We got a 3X locked in. Quantum Cats will always be beloved within Bitcoin community devs. Was airdropped initially. Was it? Hang on. Quantum Cats airdropped initially. Were I don't think they were. Quantum Cats, I don't remember them being airdropped to people. Like, that was all Quest and public sale stuff. Okay, usually I won't get back into something, but well, I'll keep my eye on this. I like it. It's, you know, good meme. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think, Mike, I don't think that was Quantum Cats that had any kind of airdrop. But we still do love them. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. Tether CEO. Oh, this ties into some other news. Okay, Tether won't try to make USDT compliant with new US laws. Yeah, okay. No, see, it's clear this fraud is unraveling. Tether's day in the US are numbered. Okay, but we got an announcement last week. This makes sense. There was an announcement last week that USDT, that Tether, was going to be creating a US stablecoin. Okay, so they're going to keep USDT as is, like algorithmically stable. And then they're going to launch a new stablecoin that's US compliant. But USDT won't be allowed here in the States at some point. That's interesting. Again, it makes that news last week make more sense. I wasn't sure why or whatever with that one. But yeah, dude, yeah, happy to get a little dollars here. Wild, though, Confusion's post again, you know, not that it was super viral, but, you know, the most viral thing out right now, and 400K, you know, 600 is as high as it got. And I do think it's got more room. But by the way, it's a good reminder. We're not playing to get in at the bottom and get out at the top. You're playing to make money in between. And when you do that, you win. And so we just did that. We just locked in a W. So there we go. Would like some more wins. You motherfucking Canadians, who I love. Canadian government warning citizens that U.S. border officials have the authority to search travelers' electronic devices. Weird. Oh, okay. They've always had that authority. Okay. Shit. We didn't get the Kanye album, did we? We were supposed to get World War III this weekend. Didn't happen. It didn't happen. Also, is it weird that in the tariff stuff there were no tariffs on Russia? Is that kind of weird? I'm not a Trump-Russia conspiracy theory kind of guy. I don't give a shit. Maybe there's something there. Maybe there's not. Maybe it's a good, leverage thing for working a peace deal, maybe, but I saw somebody tweet that, and it kind of has to stand out a bit, right? No tariffs on Russia. Whoa. This is weird. This guy's frying a wasp. The fuck? That's fucked up. I don't like it. I don't like it. God, I wish it were tomorrow. I don't mean to wish away days and times or whatever, but I wish it were tomorrow. I want to feel this market. No, no tariffs on mail order brides. Good. Fuck yeah. John. Dude, I have so many bots. Maybe everybody does. I have so many bots that retweet my shit, which is not good for the algo, but so fucking many. It sucks because I'm not shadow banned or anything, but and again, it's maybe do you guys get this too? Like these 1, 2, 3 follower accounts that like and retweet your shit. I get a lot of that. Block owners are talking about how if you were in something early, you got the skeleton form of them, and they keep evolving, still evolving. No, well, they do evolve, and they're still going to evolve, but there was no airdrop with them. It might be mixing 2 collections. But yeah, Quantum Cats were entirely whitelist mint and then public sale. I don't think there was any airdrop for anybody. Maybe there were some honoraries with Taproot Wizards, but I don't really remember that either. I don't think there was. But yeah, maybe it's a whole other collection. I like the Block Runner dudes though. They got a great show. I did sell my Clara. Those did really well too. Those got up to even 0.4. I sold mine at 0.25-ish. I wish I had it because I wanted to be along for the ride. But yeah, Katz had pointed out, our buddy Katz pointed out that the team minted 20% of the supply, which they didn't disclose. I think it's fine. I assume every project does that. But 20% of the supply they minted themselves. And they staked 150 of them. The other 50 they just have to sell. But I do like it. Also, if you didn't stake, you still get tokens at TGE, which I think is cool. Hey, nice. Well, you might have bought mine, so appreciate you, Drop King. They're really good. They're really, really smart fucking guys. I really like them. I love the polish on their show too. They're great. Yeah, I like the Clara ones. I really want the companion thing. But I know, like, if you want to get the Pudgy companion, you have to own their NFT too. So I'm like, it's not like I'm going to get one of those. I just will get a spot that I can maybe do something with. Yeah. Nice. Did you stake it, Musty? I think they're legit. It's a good team, and I think they're doing something. Like, my thesis and why I wanted to hold it, I think they're going to be up a lot. A lot. I just needed some monies. So when they do the Pudgy partnership, there you go. Yeah, and you got to lock it up till June. So, okay, so they're going to announce a partnership with Pudgy Penguins. If you have a Pudgy Penguin and a Clara, and I think without a Clara too, you can try to get a whitelist spot, but you get to mint a Pudgy companion. They're tied. They're very close with the Abstract team. So, like, when that mint comes out, dude, full fucking campaign, I imagine, behind the Pudgy Penguins AI companion Kindred AI mint. So I think these will pump like crazy. Especially at that time, right? Pudgy Penguin's now in. And at the time, if they're like, oh, well, shit, I can, if I own a Clara, I get their kin token too. Like, I think these are pretty spicy. So, yeah, I think they'll do really well. There you go. You bought 5K Jupe at 36 cents. What's it at now? Jupe's getting brutalized lately. At where? 30. Oh, you bought at 36. Yeah, wow. Might be nice. Oh, okay. I see you. I see you. Might be a real killer play. I don't know. What's Jockey doing? Be interesting to see this. Maybe have a support level right here. It's not so bad looking. Yeah. Heading back up to 500. Keep an eye on that bad boy. I'm out though, but keep an eye on that. Let's see. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. There's no postponing tariffs. Tariffs are going to stay in place. I like that, Lutnick the Lunatic. That's a great nickname. Dude, I like that. All right, what else is going on out there? Anything spicy? Anything fun? Tomorrow's the big day. Tomorrow's a big fucking day. Let's do a final peek at maybe Steady Teddy. Oh, somebody clipped me. I like that. That's cool shit. Dude, I like that. I want to see more of that. People taking the show and clipping it on Abstract. On Abstract, you can make clips. Boom. I like that a lot. Well, now I want to get back in. You know? Is that the one? Did Stats tweet about stocks? I'm not. Don't worry. I'm not. No, that's like a rule. You're out of something, out. No going back in. Oh, this looks good. Okay, hang on.
Out there and the volatility, do you expect it to continue? Because everybody keeps asking me if I think the market, where I think the market's going to open on Monday.
Sure. The first rule, particularly for the smaller investors out there, you can't lose money unless you sell. And right now, the smart strategy is not to panic, just stay in, because we are going to have the biggest boom in the stock market we've ever seen under the Trump policies. We will find a bottom in this market quickly. We will hit 50,000 on the Dow easily by the end of this term, and I have credibility on this. I remember, Jackie, the day after the election in 2016,
what's the Dow at now?
Network before the market opened. Futures were headed dead red down. And
the
I
Dow's
talked
at 38.
about how tax cuts and deregulation and fair trade and strategic energy dominance would actually
God, these guys are nuts. I love
us
it.
a boom. I said we'd hit 25,000 on the Dow, and all of that came true. We hit
Out there and the volatility.
Oh man, I love that. That's fucking awesome. Zoo Different, if you're watching, man, appreciate you. That's really fucking cool. I think you were the first one to ever clip my show. That's really cool. Big fan. In fact, hang on, I gotta follow the man. Somebody wants to clip me. You get an automatic follow. God damn, tomorrow's gonna be so spicy. You know what? Like, probably you guys too. Monday's the busiest day of the week by a mile. By a mile. And I wish it wasn't, because tomorrow I want to be like locked in, just watching it all. I wish tomorrow I could just sit back and just watch it, not do shit. Mondays are brutal though, but I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm down thousands and thousands, but it's not real because I won't sell. Yes. I might have. Hey, look at that. God damn, guys, I miss meme coins so much. My biggest regret, obviously the cycle, and it's a really obvious regret, but it's not being in meme coins like a year ago, right? Like when the meme coin thing really started becoming a thing, I wasn't in. I didn't get in till like August. And like for that time, August till like, end of the year, that was one of the most fun times I've had here. And I know not everybody liked the meme coin. It's different. It's the same as NFTs, but different. You know what I mean? Like it's so fast, it's so degen, it's so fucking whatever. But dude, what a thrill that was. That was some of the most fun I've had in crypto. Just short-lived. But even being in this and making a little something, man, makes me miss it a lot. Really would love to turn some attention to the abstract meme coin ecosystem. They're doing well. Like I said yesterday, abstract memes feel like early virtuals memes. Like the guys who were in early did really, really well. Really well. Because like a lot of people followed in it and, kind of everything up only environment for a period of time. And I feel like that's going to happen on abstract at some point. You got guys that are really... Let me even pull it up. See what the abstract tokens are looking like. But I at least I see on the timeline, real or not real, but people making money on abstract memes. And look, at some point, if that continues, you just keep seeing that stuff, people will come in. People will. Okay, hang on. It's not Pandora, is it? Pandora DeFi, is that DeFi? Hang on. All right, let me peek. This might not be the right platform. I got some newt yesterday though. Right? Somebody tipped me some newt yesterday, so I got some. Let's see how much I got. Let's throw in a random number. I think it was like 150. Hey, there we go. Okay, 0.001 ETH. We'll take it. Where can I see? I just want to see it, well, maybe it's on Deck Screener. Can I see? Yeah, we can see abstract tokens over here. Okay, market cap, probably not the best way to sort. Liquidity, maybe? Dude, it's so tiny. All right, sorted by liquidity. Appster, here's Newt. So how much are we up? Hang on. Okay, yeah, not a lot of green in the past 24 hours. Pinga. Dude, I gotta remember to keep an eye on this more often. Ah, that's what's up. Musty, what do you think of the abstract meme coin ecosystem? Dude, Mike, it's crazy how much has changed, right? Yeah, smart. I don't know. Hopium scenario is we have like a great end to April, a really nice May, and then we kick off some kind of fun. I really am hoping, again, all hopium, but that we have like a summer of fun, like that we have we don't have a sell in May and walk away. Second half of the year still seems primed for fucking action. All still because of the Stable Act and maybe the Genius Act, maybe. But all primed because of that. There's a chance. There is hope. Abstract meme ecosystem, hard stop shy of TGE. Would make sense. Yep. But then after TGE, does that fuel meme coins again? Like abstract TGE happens, people swap out for ETH, swap into Pangu, swap into some other memes. Does that give some... You imagine it brings some liquidity there. All right, I'm watching. Do we bounce from here? Again, this is it's got to be a full rug at some point. It has to. You know, like, again, these guys know this is not going to last. Nothing lasts here. Especially now. And 48-ish hours is like the time span, right? Is that about like the life of these things at this point, like 48 hours? If so, this started picking up end of Friday. Great Saturday. Also, how did these guys know March 29th? Was Minecraft out elsewhere? Like, was there a leak of it? Like, how did somebody know to launch that on March 29th? Like, the movie just came out and the token's already over a week old. We need a pump. We need a pump first to do a sell in May. Yeah, that's a great point, Mike. That's a great point. There is no sell in May and walk away if you got nothing to sell. Yeah, so a pump to get us to the end of May. That's still my bet. You know, English and I have got the... We've got a bet. We got a Floriform on the line. Erock, good morning, man. Erock, I don't know if you saw, I changed my PFP, and it doesn't feel good. I love my GVC that much. Like, I really love it, like where I'm attached to it. I don't love that I'm not rocking it right now. But after I got the Steady Teddy follow, it's like, I'm going to switch to it for a minute. They supported me. I'm going to support them now. That's how it works. I like projects that do that, by the way, that actually like will go follow people. Like, it's stupid, maybe. I like it. Lutnick, April 9th, tariffs are coming. So, in 3 days. Tariffs go into effect in 3 days. This week is going to be awesome. Fucking awesome. Oh, dude, you guys wanna feel something? You guys wanna feel something? I'm not gonna say it's gonna feel good, but I did not sell it. I have it listed. but not at a price anyone will buy it. I got the hoodie listed at 3.5 ETH. I put it there. Musty wise words from the man. Like, you always list your shit, keep it really high, because you never know if somebody wants it. And I do know for sure there's some guys who want that my hoodie. He's just really nice. He is. He's super clean. There's very few hoodies up that do not have glasses. And the ones that don't have glasses, all of them got their eyes closed. I've got like a really clean hoodie. So I got it listed 3.5. Offer for 1.3. If somebody wants to offer me 2, I'd probably take it, but it's just smart to have it listed at pretty high. Dude, people like that Teddy. It doesn't work for me. Like, I don't think he looks that great. Well, that's stupid. He's good looking. No, actually, he's pretty cool looking. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, he's pretty cool. All right, let's feel something together. And we got like the most appropriate song to go with this. Scott, good morning, man. I really like the abstract NFT ecosystem a lot. I'm like the ecosystems I'm the most bullish on. It's Bitcoin and then it's abstract. NFTs on abstract have done really well, really well. Some people have really cooked over there. And I think this is like it barely starting. I know we had socks selling for $5,000, but there's been a few mints over there that have done some really good numbers, and I think this is just the start. The audience or the user base is still pretty fucking small compared to where I believe it's going. And so I think tons of upside in that ecosystem. Doesn't mean the stuff there right now pumps. Maybe it does, but new stuff. I think we'll see some really good shit over on abstract. I like it. All right, the most fitting song for this. Here we go. I don't know why I just did that. Hang on. How did I just get fucking removed? We're starting over.
We're the non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything.
Good Lord. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, dude, it's fucking brutal. Dude, we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot together. Oh, man. We felt the highs. We're living through the lows. I wouldn't change a damn thing. I'd probably sell a lot more. Crazy shit. This has been a wild cycle. I'm not talking about it like it's over because I don't think it is. I think it's put on pause. I don't think it's over. Wizards are at 0.156 or 9. Please FUD. Marty, go ahead. This is your time to FUD. Melania was actually... It's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. Yeah, Melania changed everything. It did. Trump token out, Trump token cooking, Melania drops, sucks liquidity from Trump. So basically, everybody realizes Trump ain't the one. It's the one, but if they're going to keep doing it... Guys, remember Trump got to what? A like $70 billion FTV? Did it get to was the market cap 70 bill? That was absolutely fucking crazy. You're awesome, Marty. Dude, you're the best. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, Melania was a wrecking ball here, yeah. And if it wasn't Melania, it would have been something else. But that said, it's very specifically because it came from the Trump camp. And you're like, okay, Trump was awesome if it was just going to be Trump. But if we're going to have Melania and then a Barron token, and like, it's like, nah.
No, but we don't have.
Okay, if you were wondering why we imposed some tariffs on penguins, we've got Howard Lutnick on Face the Nation this morning, and he tells us why.
Wait, we send them $12 billion. So it's not the tariffs. It has nothing to do with tariffs. If they went to 0-0, they would go to 200 billion with us. We need to stop the ripoff, and 0-0 is the way to
No,
make
but we don't have
more
0-0,
of a
sir.
ripoff. We
don't have 0-0, actually, because when we saw the president stand in the Rose Garden holding up that chart that you helped make, that wasn't actually tariffs. That was actually confusing to investors because it was some kind of other formula, and the countries themselves seemed kind of random. Like, why are the Heard and McDonald Islands, which don't export to the United States and are quite literally inhabited by penguins, why do they face a 10% tariffs? Did you use AI to generate this?
No, the idea is
why
that there
are they
no
on the
countries
list?
left off. Because the idea, what happens is, if you leave anything off the list, the countries that try to basically arbitrage America go through those countries to us. Any country, like we had tariffs, the president put tariffs on China, right, in 2018, and then what China started doing is they started going through other countries to America.
Right.
They just built through other countries through America, and so the president knows that. He's tired of it.
Were they going
and
through
he's
penguins?
going to fix that. So basically, he said, look, I can't let any part of the world be a place where China or other countries can ship through them. So he ended those loopholes, these ridiculous loopholes, and now what he's trying to say is, I'm going to fix the trade deficit of the United States of America. It's a national security issue. We need to make medicine. We need to make semiconductors. We need to make ships. We need to have steel and aluminum. Come on. We need the greatness of America to actually be built in America. And he's tired of...
But why? Yeah. So is China having the penguins manufacture and then ship to us? Could be. Could be. Christian, were they actually doing that in those countries? The penguin story is great. Dude, let's peek at Eternals. Again, brutal fucking market to try to launch in. Let me see. Let's peek at Eternals. Pengu is... Oh, I thought you said cooked, which it is, but also Pengu coded. I believe in Pengu big time. Big fucking time. All right, how are Eternals? I do see people shopping for, ones they like, and I saw somebody grab a 1-1, which is cool. 0.0029. So not quite half mint price. Listed just 67. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. Rough market to get in. And hopefully they're in hands of people who are there for that community. There for the art, there for that community. Huh, we got a new Vivid launch. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, back to puppets and node monks. Come out from that Taproot Wizards. I mean, I think looking great. What beef is that, Mike? Hang on, Christian. It's a very common approach to just ship stuff through a specific country to get the tax tariff benefits. Yeah. Okay, got it. So that island was used for that kind of... We would just have to assume that, right? Yep. Why didn't they have Russia? Why didn't they have tariffs on Russia, Christian? I'm assuming that's like just to play nice for this... for negotiations, right? Oh. That Conor McGregor token, courtesy of Hayden Davis. Okay. All right. All right. Hey, now we know. Ooh, okay. I like this too, by the way. Just random shit. That's all we're doing. Steady Teddy's have a meme generator. I like it. Dude, I wish I were good at memes. It takes practice. It just takes practice. You got to get in reps. Scott, I'm with you. I still think Pengu makes sense at sheep levels. I still think that's what's coming down the road. I think they're leaving Rush out of this because it's a special case right now. Same formula wouldn't apply. Yeah. Dude, I did a what was my longest stream? Did I do like 14 hours, 13 hours? I think we did one it was definitely at least 12. The goal, it was on 420 last year. Oh, well shit, maybe I'll do that again this year. Hang on, when's 420? 420. Oh, guys, next Sunday. 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today, should I do a 24-hour stream? I could do it. Oh, dude, yes. Okay, maybe we save the smelling salts for that stream. I don't think I'm going to wait that long, but we'll definitely use those on that stream. Let me go back. I want to find that show. We had a bunch of guests come through, too. I think... So, if I do that again... dude, I haven't smoked in over a year. I'd probably do some mushrooms, and I would definitely do the smelling salts. Dude, I like scrolling through and seeing the, evolution of my thumbnails. They're never... I'm bad at that shit. Not crazy, but it's not good. All right, hang on. 420. Dude, maybe do... I think that's just got to be a thing that happens. Here it is. Oh, I didn't even make it 12 hours. Hang on. 11:59. How did I not make it 12 hours on the dot? 12-hour 420 live stream. Yeah, I think we got to do that again, and maybe shoot for 24 hours would be cool. Dude, I don't think I heard that, Mike. Yeah, okay, I got to consider that. Might do a 12-hour at least. Just not that hard for me to do. I think I started this early too. I think I started at like 4 or 5 a.m. and then go to 4 or 5 p.m. I might do that. Yeah, it'd be fun. All right, I'm gonna keep my eye on this guy still. I'm not getting back in, but I still like it. Still think there's some potential there. But 24-hour live stream. I don't think it's today. Hang on. Let me go. I want to see if the fam's up. Hang on. Oh, damn. I almost forgot. I almost forgot to come back. Hello. Hi. Hey. Hey, hello. All right. People are up. We're maybe going to do the Minecraft movie. I hope we do. It seems like the right thing to do. Dude, in fact, you know what? What would be more perfect than take the Minecraft money win and take the family to Minecraft? Right, like meant to be. That's it. That's it. We go to Minecraft, funded by the meme coin. It's a great story. I'll tweet about it later. It's a feel-good story. Okay, no, here's what we'll do. We're going to go all in back in this coin. We're going to double our money, and then we get to use that money to go to the movies and still have some on the side. That's it. I think that's the play. All in. We got to make a little more money, and that covers the movie. The rest of it goes to a Nintendo Switch 2, so I can play Minecraft on the Switch 2 in June. That's an even better play. That's a great play. Dude, movies are so expensive, dude. If I take the whole fam, it's like a $75 outing. But it's on the house now. It's free. All right, that was me. That was me. That whole candle. Me. We're back in. I don't know. I think we're going back to 500-600. How can anybody make predictions with this shit when volume's so low? You're betting that volume comes back, right? Or it not even comes back. Like fucking enters for the first time, really. Musty's gonna be so mad at me, dude. I don't know why I love that coin. Is this real? Hang on. Did we get an official announcement of GTA? Who's this? Did we get an announcement that GTA, is it 6? Is it 5 or 6? It's 6. Oh, 6, yeah. Is that officially coming in August?
Golden sun just beaming down, you know, like in the movies.
Except this is not a movie, Pareja. This is Vice City.
A place that has become the hotspot for everything grand. From incredible locations and luxury sites down to the interesting...
Dude, I'll play the shit out of that game.
Sure. Very interesting ones.
Okay. I don't think there was an announcement. He got me. He fucking got me. Dude, that game's gonna be amazing. And I will join the Aiden Ross server. I'll join the Aiden Ross server, and I'm gonna play this with crypto. My wife has to take my son for a B-Day party. Told her I'll go since she doesn't even know what the fuck Minecraft is. Oh, no shit. Is that today? I have a feeling the movie's going to be fun. It looks amazing. It does. Like if that's in-game footage even, I think that's in-game footage, dude. Whoa. Dude, if that's actual in-game, there's no way. Well, no, there's definitely a way. Do you guys think that's in-game footage? Like, Jesus Christ.
What is it that you love most?
could be. Nice. Yeah, Musty, we got to do it. We'll compare. We'll compare notes. I think the movie's going to be a blast. Dude, all the NFT bros are gone. Fucking full throttle. Everything into GTA. Minecraft. Dude, Minecraft is a... Okay, Minecraft makes my autism kick in bad. It's not autism. I'm not OCD, right? But Minecraft does something to me. I like games that are just repetitive. Over and over and over and over and over and over. I go in Minecraft and I don't build shit. I only mine. I dig and 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 I dig, and that's all I do. I don't build anything. I just dig and I clear out like a little cave, and then I just put resources in a chest, and then I dig more into the cave, and then resources in the chest, and I just dig. That's all I do. I have probably put hundreds of hours into just digging. There's something about that repetition that it gets me. In the secret chat. Okay, yeah, we got to check out that review. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I hear the movie is fucking awful. Like, awful. Oh, found it. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be terrible. But also, it's just going to have those moments.
Minecraft movie is so bad that it has forced me to upload a vlog for the first time in 5 years. That should be an instant red flag about the quality of this movie. I wanted it to be good, but it sucks. It is so bad, I cannot recommend it to anybody. Now, I know my viewers tend to skew a lot older than most Minecraft YouTubers. I'm guessing a lot of you were not planning on seeing this movie anyway, but if you were on the fence, let me just tell you, don't waste your time, money, or brain cells on this slop. It is so bad, it's beyond words. Now, I can already tell. There are people in my comment section that are going to be like, well, Fit, you're a 35-year-old bald man. You are not the intended audience of this movie. And you know what? Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. I kind of feel this way. The same people screaming about Trump hurting 401ks nuke the value of every American's USD savings 30 to 40% via inflation from money printing so they could fund illegals, Pfizer, and Ukraine. Then they called you a Nazi Russian asset if you spoke up.
I am not the intended audience. I also was not the intended audience of the Mario movie, which I really enjoyed.
It's pretty good.
And the Sonic films, which I also thought were great. Those are examples of video game adaptations meant for kids that did a lot of things right that the Minecraft movie does wrong. And we're going to cover them today. This is a constructive criticism. I know it's going to sound like a rant, but make no mistake about it. I am not mad. I am just disappointed. Even before the movie came out, there were warning signs that it was going to be awful. I mean, the director, Jared Hess, came out and said that the film was non-canon to the Minecraft story. So
Is this the one, English? Hey, birthday boy's here. Look at that. Happy birthday, Tickle. He made it. We did happy birthday this morning, man. This is the funny one? Okay.
Already, that does not give me high hopes. And then in the promotional material, they literally use the phrase, turn off your brain. Turn your brain right off. That does not give one confidence in a film, I will say that much. I'll start out with the things I liked about the movie, but I can only count them on one hand, so this will be very quick. I am glad that they used C418's original Minecraft music in the film. It's only used twice. And then they also used Pig Step as well by Lena Raine.
Dude.
I'm glad they used some original music from the game. I feel like that was the bare minimum, because if they didn't, there would have been riots for sure. The acting, I thought, was fine.
500 incoming.
Jack Black, Jason Momoa, Jennifer
600
Coolidge.
incoming.
I think they all did fine, given the ridiculous premise that this movie was about, and given the horrible script that they had to read. I think they were given chicken shit and tried their best to make chicken salad. So I give them props for trying. And there is one scene that I'm shocked was in a kids movie. During one of the Elytra chase scenes, Jason Momoa and Jack Black literally 69 in midair. And I'm like, I can't believe this is in a kids movie. But a few memeable moments don't justify the rest of the product being awful. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Let's talk about the visuals next. I thought the visuals were actually pretty good, and it's probably the strongest selling point of this film. I know that Weta Workshop worked on a lot of the physical props and sets for this movie, and you can tell because they look quite nice. I'm familiar with Weta Workshop because they made some weapons for Team Fortress 2 back in the day. So that's my only real experience with them that I'm aware of, but they did a great job in this movie with the visuals. The actual CG, well, I'm not a fan of the art direction that this movie went with. The CG was fine. But it did get to the point where I was watching scenes and I was like, why isn't this entire thing just an animated film? I feel like it probably would have been
you guys
to
like
the film's
Jack Black?
benefit if it was just fully animated, but that's more of an opinion and not an objective reason of why the movie was bad. That pretty much covers all the things I liked, so let's talk about everything else, which I thought was awful. First of all, the plot. If you've never played Minecraft before, you are going to be entirely lost going into this movie. Even in the first 3 minutes, they expect you to know so much from the game that if you're a casual moviegoer...
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, no, shit movie. Actually, Rotten Tomatoes. I think last I saw it's at like 50. Let's see how it's looking. Yeah, about the same. Dude, the audience score is 87. I hope there's a bunch of kids there. Maybe that sounds weird, but I hope there's a whole bunch of kids there. I hope there's a bunch of kids there. Yeah, I'm with you. His humor doesn't work for me at all. I don't like physical comedy. I find that shit really annoying. E-Rock, go watch it, not financial advice. It might be, but I gotta live my truth. Hope there's a bunch of kids there. I just want the audience to scream at the right. I just want that. I don't want to go there and nobody's going crazy, right? Like if you go, you're going for those moments, and if there's none of those moments, what's the point? So maybe I gotta make the moments. Oh, dude, I'll embarrass the shit out of my kids if I'm the guy screaming during it. But, as a dad, that's kind of what I have to do. E-Rock, how long is the movie? It's got to be like an hour and a half, right? All right, 140. All right. Dude, we're pumping, boys. Oh my God, Jockey's at 500K. I don't know. I think we're. I think ATH is in sight here. Dude, we got volume coming. Look at us moving markets here. No, we need to break through back in the 600s. Let's get there. And then march to a mil. Other side opens up in June. Like the persistent, like open doors. Dude, volume's really picking up. 11K in the past 5 minutes. Is the rug about to happen? Is this the great ruggening? It might be coming. Whoop. Might be coming right here. The great ruggening. $33K in the past hour. Let's go. Somebody with some balls. Let's push this. Whoop. How high? 640, 650 was its high. Dude, if I were smart, I'd be filtering those addresses, looking at who's buying here. Telling you, man, I missed that shit. There we go. To a Billy. All right, let me see. I gotta see what time this is playing. I hope it's fun. It's not gonna be good. You know what? It's better that you go into it knowing it's not good. That helps a lot. All right, hang on. Okay, I like this one. Let's see. Oh, dude. That would be perfect. That would be fucking perfect. I don't think we can make that. Oh, actually, hang on. That would be awesome. It's all the same. Oh, shit. Holy shit. Dude, it's... Holy shit. Dude, this might not be easy. Dude. I don't want to do front row. Might have to go in the shitty theaters. Okay. Dude, come on. I think we might be fucked here. John, I don't want a virus, man. I know, it's crazy. Dude, we're fucked. Dude, okay, we could sit up close, I guess. God damn. All right, we have to go to a, yeah, I don't want to go here, but I think we have to. Shoot, this movie's kind of popular. All right, I maybe have to do that. All right, hang on. Let me peek at a couple other theaters. All right, Woodstock's good. Let's see. I feel like this is the one I looked at already. Maybe not. 12. That'd be perfect. 12 would be good. Dude, I should have bought tickets yesterday. Holy cow. This'll work. I could do up close. All right, I'm gonna go get this situated. I mean, I'm out there. Although, dude, I see some tweets out there that get me really scared about being doxxed. What can you do? Dude, money coming in. Yeah, it touched 600. I don't know, I feel like the rug is coming though. Yeah, it's chilly up here, English. It's not tropical like you, man. All right, let me think here. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, I think I got a boogie. I'm going to go get this squared away and get the fuck out of here and go see the Minecraft movie. You guys keep buying Jockey. No, go watch the movie. I think it's going to be a good time. I think it is. Wholesome, good wholesome fun. But whatever. Guys, I hope you have a great fucking day. Buckle up for One of the spiciest weeks on record here coming up tomorrow. Fuck, dude. It's going to be wild. But yeah, happy Sunday to you guys. I hope your day's fucking phenomenal. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning, guys. We'll see ya.